The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
God fucking damn it, man. Dude. StreamYard is like upgrading a bunch of stuff and a lot of stuff is really cool, but man, sometimes their settings is like all kinds of fucked up, man. Um so it's like I talk and it's muted. But yo, welcome to Real Figures. This is episode number 81. Uh my name is Omar V, bringing you the latest action figure toy news of the week. See, that's why I hate it, because it's like you forget what you're about to say. But yo, guys, how's everyone doing tonight, man? Another episode. Saturday show, man. It's like every time I fucking do another episode, it's like a different day of the week. It's like Wednesday, Sunday, Saturday. But yeah, had some time this evening and stuff. So I was like, yo, let me hop on here because there's a lot of cool stuff getting revealed, man. Some fucking Star Wars Black Series that I was talking shit about not too long ago. Man, SDCC around the corner, man. Hasbro is starting to show off some exclusives. So we're gonna dive into that because yeah, that shit looked awesome. And then a bunch of third-party figures that are just popping up. I know 5K Toys and like Toysy Metaverse and stuff. They start getting it like popping with all this stuff that gets revealed from these like studios overseas. But then you got like companies like INART that are just dropping like just insanely good looking figures, man. So we're gonna take a look at some of that stuff. And then just a few other things that kind of popped up throughout the week. Nothing too exciting. But there's plenty of stuff to kind of put your money to. Stuff like the stuff that I got this week, man. I was waiting on this Mondo He-Man, got my shit. Bro, this line I thought I was gonna be good on, man. I got the He-Man, I got the Skeletor, but man, after they were kind of showing these things off in like events and stuff, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna be all in on this line, but man, popping this He-Man open, fuck, man, I haven't messed with it too much. There's stuff I don't like my hand pegs kind of like pop off a little bit easy. They are good, like joints and stuff, but I know there's stuff that could definitely get improved. But for being their first 112 like He-Man figure or just 112 figure, like not in general, because I think they did the Ghostbuster stuff before this, but yeah, man. Bro, color me impressed. I was like, yo, you know what? Can't wait to get the Skeletor. I think I'm gonna go deeper than I really anticipated, man, because that shit, it feels good. I don't know, and it looks awesome. And then Target coming through, man. The Battle Cat. Dude, I saw this was in stock, so I had to go in there. Well, the reason I went in there was because I was doing like a store pickup, but man, went into the toy aisle and man, this shit was there. I was like, swooping in for it. One thing I don't like is like the helmet or like the mask or whatever. It kind of falls off a little bit easy. It's kind of hard to kind of get it exactly where I want it. But I do want to cover up his eyes, man, because his eyes, when I popped this out of the box, I was like, yo, they're sick. They're like glass eyes. Kind of reminds me of like the Hammond collection and stuff that Mattel does. But bro, my like those little pupils, can't really tell right here, but one is like facing up, one's facing down. So it kind of looks funny. But you know what? I was like, yo, I'm gonna have him in like that Battle Cat mode the whole time. So I'm like not tripping too much. But this is a perfect mount for this Mondo. I know the Battle Cat and the 2000X is like way more like stylized and stuff, but that's not way more stylized. I'm actually thinking of that Netflix joint, that kids one. But this He-Man looks good, and yeah, it's 7-inch scale, but man, for like a character like this, I don't mind it, like dude, as soon as I popped this out of the box, I was like, yeah, this is way better than anything Mattel ever cooked, like for sure. So I was I was pretty content with that. And then the accessories too, like the box is like huge. It's fucking it's like I was picturing like I don't know, I was picturing kind of like kind of how like these NECA boxes are. But yeah, like I was saying, I got those Stan Sakai TMNT joints. Dude, I've been lagging on these, man, but saw they were in stock at Target for store pickup. So I was like, yo, that's what I'd be doing on my lunch break. I'm just like looking at Target app and shit. Yeah, I saw that they were in stock, and then yeah, I swooped into a toy aisle and they had this, so I was like, "Yo, perfect." Get my Mondo riding this fucking Battle Cat. But yo, I know Mondo is not gonna skimp out. They're gonna do vehicles. They're gonna do crazy, crazy stuff. So I don't know. I think I have to be like eating my words a little bit because I was kind of throwing a little salt on them, man. And it's like, you know what? If you want a line to succeed, it's like you got to buy their stuff, right? And I'm not gonna buy stuff that I don't like. Like if I don't like it, if I fucking think it is whack, like dude, just look at the paint on this shit. The shield, it's like got beautiful paint. That battle axe that he has. Sorry, it's got like a reflection, but man, it's great, great quality, man. And I was kind of concerned about the joints too. I was like, yo, is this gonna be kind of loose? But nah, I mean, not any more than like anything else, really, I would say. But man, I know, dude, I've been saying it, man. Those sexy ice joints and stuff that they have, the stuff that they got like on the Showcan Studios, it's like a particular kind of plastic. And I saw 5K Toys referencing that. I think that Elric of Mel Nibone from Savage Crucible is like upgraded to those joints, and it's just like a clear across the board. These joints are superior than anything out there. So like, if you're not making your figures with this, your shit's gonna definitely feel different from the stuff that's gonna come out in the soon to be future. So yeah, I would like I would like hope that like company like Mondo, Mesco, they're also paying attention to that. But yeah, this shit's hot. It's going top 10 for sure. I already know. It's like for it being like or my first 112 figure from them. I do have like a 1/6 figure, couple, but even those I've never even opened. I'm embarrassed to say, but I've never opened that Skeletor. And then I want a Manny Faces, but I don't know, man. The 1/6 shit is just it's too big, bro. Pause. But that Skeletor's sick, and I don't know. I think if I ever get like a Mondo 1/6 He-Man, like that would just be. I know they have a new one like up for pre-order. That would just be, pretty cool display somewhere. But it's like it's too much. So much Motu, man. Like, god damn it. I love Motu and I didn't grow up with it so much, but man, like the lore and the toys and everything that's coming out for the movie, it's I don't know, it's exciting time for them. So I get it. But yo, that's all I got this week, man. Yeah, like I said, I've been trying to enjoy the stuff that I I am getting. Like sometimes I'm falling behind on opening stuff, but man, it's just so much, and sometimes I forget about stuff like, "Oh, I wanted to get this," and then I don't know, sometimes, like, I'll move on. Like, what's the figure I was thinking of? Fuck, what was the one I was thinking of? Wanna say I think it was the Revoltech. I think it was the Revoltech Jury figure. I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that figure looks so dope, man," but dude, Amazing Yamaguchi coming out hot too. They had a pretty cool tease this week, man. So yeah, we'll take a look at us. I'm sorry, my mind kind of like wanders sometimes. I'm like trying to remember stuff, man. But yo, let me say what's up to the chat, then we'll get to the toy news. And yo, like always, let me know what you guys are also picking up, man. Like I said, there's a lot of cool shit out there, but what's that shit that's out right now that that INART stuff, man. It's hard to get away from that shit, bro. That shit's everywhere. They have great marketing, man. But yeah, we'll talk about that right now. Let me see what's up to the chat. Eight and skates in the house. It's time to get real. The real Saturday crew. Sorry, Eight. I know you want to be the real Tuesday crew, bro, but it's it's Saturday, man. And my camera's kind of bugging, huh? We got Hustle in the house saying, "What's up? What's up? Oh, what's up, Hustle? What's up, Omar? What's up, chat? What's good? What's good with Hustle?" It's CB, like the super secret toy pod. You never know when Omar is going to get real. Yeah. Yeah, bro, you gotta hit the bell, bro. Oh man, dude, I should like do my live streams and I should just take them down. I used to hate when fucking like channels used to do that shit. It's like, well, I want to hear the replay. What the hell's going on? It's like, no, we're gonna put it up at a different time. Like, I want to listen to this shit right now. But a lot of streamers do that. Like, I'll try to catch a critical drinker stream sometimes, and then like if you don't like click on it, he'll take it down and then he'll put it up on his other channel later on. But I'm like, bro, like what the fuck, man? Ghost Tab in the house saying hello. What's up, Ghost Tab? What's good with you, man? I got the He-Man and Skeletor on pre-order on Entertainment Earth. Can He-Man ride Cat? Yeah, you know what? I didn't. You know what? I did try to, but I mean, it looks good. You know, it looks good. I didn't want to fuck with the other hands and stuff. But yeah, it definitely fits like pretty freaking good, bro. Like, I mean, you tell me. You know, it's like, fuck. I just didn't want to fucking fuck with this helmet. But I mean, you tell me, this shit looks pretty damn good, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Let me turn this motherfucker. It's just so hard to do stuff like on camera. You have to go backwards. It's like I'm paying attention to the screen. I turn this shit one way, but yeah, this looks phenomenal. Like, yo, that looks fucking awesome. So I did have it. I just didn't want to, like I said, I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, shit, bro. This He-Man is just so badass, bro. Like, man, I can't wait for that fucking movie, bro. I cannot wait for that movie, man. I think it's being handled extremely well. Will Flow 81. Yo, what's up, Will? What's good with you, man? He says, what up, Omar? Yo, what's popping, Will? 81, episode 81, bro. Hell yeah. Speaking of things that are too big to grab. Hey, yo, since when did Donatello become so popular? It's the first Stance Kai Wave one to sell out. Yeah, that was a hard one to get, bro. Him and Raph were like pretty hard for me to get. Like, I had Leo and Mikey in my cart, but I was like, I just want to buy them in like one purchase. I don't want to like hold on to these because what if I don't get the other two, you know? I mean, I think eventually I would, but like I said, sometimes you just kind of move past stuff. But I am looking for the Usagi, but if I don't find him, I'm like, I'm fine. But yeah, the Donatello, that motherfucker was hard to find. He was the last one I could scope out. INART Batman Who Laughs for the price is a pass for me. How much that shit cost? I didn't even check that shit. Fuck, that shit is getting more expensive though. Hold on, the NR stuff was coming out hot for like $80, but I don't know, man. Like, we're talking about that figure right now. Got my Jagger from Chaos. Damn. Okay. That gang leader. That shit looks tight too. That I gotta jump on a pre-order for that shit because I don't think I have that locked up anywhere. But yo, that does look awesome. All the magnets and stuff, all the options. That shit looks crazy. It looks cool too, just for like I don't know, just like a fucking goon or something to fight, you know. That battle cat is gonna be a placeholder until Mondo destroys my ass. Pause with their own 2000X battle cat. Yes, exactly. And you know what? It was kind of expensive. It was like 45 or something. That's gonna go on clearance. It's gonna be like a $20, $30 piece. But I was like, yo, I just saw it. I was like, man, you know what? Got the movie packaging. I was like, I'm here. Like, come on, let's do it. The one I regret passing up on was that fucking new Eternia Panther, man. Damn, bro. That shit skyrocketed aftermarket, but that was kind of that RIP line. That was a repaint of that old Battle Cat. So I thought that was gonna clearance out, and fuck, I was stupid. I passed. Those shows like fire. What brand are they? 100. Man, I got these shits a long time ago on Home Depot. At Home Depot. I think the brand was called Myers and Cross. I think that's what they're called because I remember that it was like Myers and Cross because I always was typing that shit. I just like iron, like metal and shit, you know, with like glass. It just kind of it looked clean. They look clean to me, but I do kind of regret not maybe kind of like searching around more because man, that dust is crazy, bro. The dust is crazy. You know what I realized? You try to wipe dust is gonna be endless, bro. You got to get like a power blower, pause, blow that shit, and then at the same time simultaneously suck that shit. Pause. What the fuck am I saying? But yeah, if you do like a combo of like blowing and sucking, it's just like it could get a lot of dust off. I've come to realize that because that's what I would do in my car. Like whenever I wash my car, I, like, you know, the little air gun. Like, I'll blow the fuck out of the dust, but on the other side, I put the vacuum, so it's like sucking like a super blow, and it's like shit doesn't stand a chance, bro. You gotta you gotta use both sides, you know. In our Batman Who Laughs around 130 USD, I believe. Oh man, bro, that's that's why, dude. That's why I've been passing up on those fucking Mayfex and the fucking amazing Yamaguchis. That's what everything costs. Like, I hate to say but I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but you know who to blame. Just got Kane Postman from Muff, and it's a must own for all Series 1-12 collectors. Yes, that shit's badass. That is a badass figure too. Yeah, that's That came out this year, right? Yeah, that's a top 10 right there too. That shit, I didn't even, man, I don't think I appreciated that shit as much, but that soft goods, like that leather jacket, I was like, man, I don't want that shit to crack. So I was like kind of sketched out by posing that shit, but you could take it off. He has like his wife beater, like, oh man, that shit looks cool. Put the guns on him, the badge, that shit just looks dope. Blowing the sucking clip that, yeah, man. You gotta hit it with the combo 8. Do they make static duster? Dude, I don't know. Uh there's no real trick to dust prevention, bro. Like I've seen people talk about like those air purifiers. That shit ain't doing shit, bro. Like you gotta have like 4 or 5 of those motherfuckers in one room. But I don't know. It's like it doesn't even bother me that much. Where it's like, oh fuck, it's dust. It's like it's fucking dust. And at the end of the day, it's like, what what do you think is gonna happen to all your like figures or something? Like your family's just gonna get left with that shit. Like to me, it's like I do love like the stuff that I collect, but I'm not like overly like, oh shit, I gotta preserve this shit, you know. I'm not breaking these fucking things, and it's just dust. I always think, you know, you get like your girls fucking like makeup brush, you can kind of like dust them off. You're gonna pick them up and play with them. That's what I've always done. Because yeah, what the fuck, like you know, you can't stop dust, man. I got a fucking like a window right here and like a door to like a balcony right here, and it's like that shit. Try dust proofing a fucking door, bro. That shit is fucking hard as fuck. It's like that shit's gonna come in regardless. Sometimes I'm like, who the fuck opened the window in this bitch? It's fucking dusty. Oh man. Use. What's my mango's test saying? Speaking of blowing and sucking, these are electric. There are electric dusters that are for figures. It won't knock them down. People also cosmetic brushes and to clean statues. Yeah, yeah. The makeup brushes. You just got to go raid your girl's fucking shit. You can use that. But I feel like for like a power clean, you got to like hit it with like a some kind of like pressure blower, you know, obviously like a handheld joint and like a mini vacuum. I think that brand Hodo. You guys ever heard of that brand Hodo? That's what I got. I got like one of those little fuckers because they got all these like little like attachments and shit. I'm a clean freak, bro. Like, dude, people always tell me like, "Yo, you're a fucking clean freak." I'm like, I know. I fucking know it, man. You know why? My mom used to kick my ass when I was a kid. I hate to say it, mom, but nah, she would man, she would, dude, because she would clean houses. She would clean houses, right? And like, dude, I remember always like on fucking Saturday after morning cartoons, it was like, okay, unless me and my brother left to the park somewhere, which most of the time it was like later on in the day, like after we clean, because my mom would get us, bro. Like she would get us like 11 a.m. Like, yo, clean everything. And it was like dust. Like, bro, she would like, man, I love my mom, but man, she was on it, bro. Like she would like fucking move her finger across some shit and be like, what the fuck? Like oh man. So yeah, I think that shit just got stuck with me, man. I'm traumatized, bro. I'm scarred. Found it. I bought a motorized electric static duster called Go Duster. It's not perfect, but it helps a lot. Yeah, I know. You gotta just find little things, you know. Also with like the brushes, if you have like a brush or something, you could kind of like dust it off and like hit it with the vacuum, and then you know. But it's like it's a never ending thing. I always feel like unless you're gonna like I don't know, like really kind of thoroughly clean it, you're only gonna be able to enjoy it for so long until you got to do it again, you know. But yo, guys, let's get to the toy news, man. Because yeah, like Ghost Tab was alluding to, this fucking INART Batman Who Laughs is probably the best figure of the night. I just couldn't say the best for last. You know, I know usually we start off with McFarlane, but INART coming in hot with this thing, man. This shit looks fucking ill, man. Uh, for a freaking character that I remember when I first saw this design or this concept or whatever the hell this comic was. I remember just thinking like, man, this is definitely like jump the shark shit. You know, it's like fuck. You know, we have it all damn near now. You know, but something about it just looks so wicked that it's hard to say that this thing does not look cool, man. Design wise, like this character is it's got like such a crazy design that you kind of knew that it was going to be around for a long time, you know. And right now, currently, there's another pretty interesting take on Batman, you know, with the absolute universe. Snyder, he's killing that right now. And dude, rumor is that this dude is gonna come out in that universe, Batman Who Laughs. So absolute Batman Who Laughs, or I don't know if it's gonna be just this actual character going in through that timeline or whatever. But this shit to me is just, it's got that staying power, bro. Like when you see it, you kind of know it, you know. Even though it is, like I just said, like something that's just kind of too much of something, like too much Batman, you know. You mix him with his like main villain out of that Hall of Fame rogues gallery, man. I think Batman is number one when it comes to villains, man. I know Spider-Man has a lot, but Spider-Man's villains are kind of stupid. Like Sandman, like that's just kind of dumb. Scorpion, it's like, okay. Like they're cool villains, but I feel like Batman's, they're all geniuses in their own way, man. Like Poison Ivy, that botanical garden that she, grew and stuff as a professor and all that stuff. Scarecrow, I do like a fucking psychiatrist. You got Two-Face, a lawyer. Like, oh, dude, they're really deep characters, So for the Joker to just be the top dog, because he's just such a crazy character, man. It's just like if anarchy was like, a spitting image in a human or something, like that's what it would be. That's why I just love that Dark Knight movie, man. It just, all those little stories that he would tell, and it's just like they were all different. It's just like, where did this motherfucker come from? How did he get those scars? Like, holy shit, dude. It's like, is this thing even human? It's almost like a demon. So I think this design just lends itself to that more than anything. Like when I look at this, I just kind of look at like ultimate Joker type of shit. Like if Absolute came out with Joker, I thought, I would have imagined it would have been something like this. So this Dark Knight's death metal stuff, I've never really dove into it myself, but like I said, out of all the designs, I feel like this one's the one that just kind of overshadowed the rest. Because the other ones they kind of feel like it would have been cool without the Batman. Like get like a Dark Knight's Flash, Dark Knight's Green Lantern, and just kind of spin them off in their own way. I feel like you just kind of makes him Batman too much. It just kind of overdoes it. But this one to me is just design wise, it just takes the cake. And then this figure, like not even just talking about the figure yet. This figure just has so much detail. I don't think there's going to be a better version of an action figure out there. Even if a company was to make a 1/6 version, this is just going to be the crown holder for whoever wants a Batman Who Laughs in their collection. 130 being the price, I feel like it's justified, man. Honestly, like the times that we're living in, like, dude, try finding a Mafex for less than $100 now. You're not gonna find it. Even if you buy it overseas, that shipping cost, that tax, it still jacks it up to around $100, $90. It's high. I remember paying like $80 for that. Like, Amazing Yamaguchi's also, they're like retailing for like 110 minimum. Some places 120. I see that Jubilee going for 120, selling out. Like, I don't think companies are ever gonna lower prices going forward. Like, if people just continue to buy the stuff out. Marvel Legends is like, you can't find anything for less than $27 now. So I think 130 for this, with all the stuff it comes with, and like I said, I don't think I would ever need another version of this, another figure of this. Especially when you got another company out there that's pretty good right now, got a lot of good rep, that LPZZ stuff. I feel like they're kind of rushing out there, because I don't know what the whole deal is with them kind of making the same stuff. Maybe slightly different versions of them, or like design tweaks and stuff. But like, I just feel like this company INART is just, it's the peak right now. These guys are like the ones making the best quality 112 figures, I would say. And I don't know. I think the biggest frustration for me seeing this is like, man, I wish it would do other stuff, classic stuff. Because I just feel like you would never need anything else. And they do have some of that stuff coming around the corner. We've seen prototypes that are like Alex Ross Superman. They're gonna do a hush line also. So for me, I can't wait. This, I think it just looks so good that I think I gotta have it, man. I passed up on that Red Death one. Because like I said, that to me is just overkill. This to me is like this is a great design for just a crazy looking character, and like I said, you mix both worlds, like Batman and Joker. It's just crazy, So and like I said, I'm kind of not even talking about the figure. Look at all the detail, all the blood work, all the washes, all that stuff. It's like, damn. And then the articulation too. Like, look at those knees. They look better than anything I see out there right now. Like whenever I see like SH Figuarts knees sometimes, or like Figmas and shit, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what year are we in? Like the way this thing like articulates out of the elbows, out of the shoulders, the butterflies, it's crazy amount of sculpting throughout the figure, and then the other thing, the way they roll these things out, man, they're sending them to all kinds of influencers. You see Anthony's Customs, Unparalleled Universe, everyone who's anybody in this kind of like hobby is getting this, and obviously they're able to kind of reach the masses. They have like the majority of the followers and stuff, the subs, and like I said, anyone can go out and search this out, and you'll see like 10, 20 reviews of this thing, Japanese, everything from Japanese to Hong Kong, everything, man. So I think this looks awesome. But yeah, what do you guys think though? Did you guys are you guys pre-ordering any of this INART stuff, or are you guys just kind of like tired with the Batman? Because that to me is another thing. It's just that sometimes you kind of want to get other stuff in DC, but like I said last week, Todd's kind of doing the later stuff in the line, and some of these characters, it's like I don't know if I want a Saturn girl. I don't think that does anything for me. So I don't know. For me, like I said, I think design wise is what's calling to me right here, and I think it just makes for action figure crack, baby. So yeah, I'm locking this up. Yo, Abel Frost in the house. What's good, man? Cobra. Yo, shout out to Abel, man. What's good? NR just put Mayfex on notice for 112 scale champ. Yeah, for sure. Mayfex definitely got all the love back in the day, but yeah, I feel like the InArt stuff now is just way better than anything we're seeing. So I'm for sure looking to get more of this stuff. Ghost Test saying Batman who laughs on DC metal was pretty bland, but the design looks cool. Still 1-3 for 112 figure is my cap. Yeah, like I said, it's steep. It's hard to gloss over that price. But I think this is well worth it, man. Honestly, it just to me, I just feel like this thing is just gonna look crazy anytime you see it on your shelf or obviously mess around with it. It looks like that character just shrunken down. Any pose that like every pose that they were putting this thing in looks crazy. I never even seen this like without the mask and shit, the crown. Like that just looks terrifying, man. Kind of looks gimpish, but it looks dope. I hope LPZZ UPF taking notes. This Batman Who Laughs is stunning. Man, LPZZ lost me with that whole name change, honestly. LPZZ was dumb, but like the UPF and the fact that we still have to like kind of type both out is just so dumb. That's what I just call it, LPZZ. And that's why it's it's so annoying from them, man, more than anything. I did pre-order the InArts, the Absolute Batman on Gun Damn It. Yeah, that one is that's another hot one that for sure when we see that arrive is gonna be it's gonna be a can't miss one, man. So yeah, I think the only thing holding this back is that obviously the price and then maybe just particular fandom. It's kind of more distinct character and stuff, but I think it just looks so good that yeah, I gotta see what's up. And then jumping over to Mesco Toys, just talking about Scarecrow, we got 112 Collective Batman the Animated Series Scarecrow, and we had seen this character in the Robin solicitations. They were kind of dragging him away, so it was a little foreshadowing of the next figure that was going to come in the line, and I think still a surprise. I don't think people imagined it going this deep. I mean, maybe it would be awesome to get all the 112 rogues gallery of that from Batman the Animated Series, because like I said, I feel like he is the top dog when it comes to villains. Like Batman's villains is just the best. Honestly, it's just the best in DC, the best in a lot of Marvel. So for it to just be concentrated to one character is freaking awesome. And I think Batman the Anime Series has some of the best representations of some of these characters. Like to me, that Riddler design from the Batman the Anime Series was awesome. Had that slick suit. Even this character right here, Scarecrow, he had like really cool like arc and stuff. And yeah, another, like I said, another crazy villain for Batman with all the toxins that he puts out there, just able to kind of just manipulate kind of situations and stuff. He was like thinking about his fucking dad and his mom and all that shit. And yeah, for this figure to kind of have all this extra stuff that Mezco doesn't really do, the movable eyes, am I correct? Is that the first time that they've ever done this, like posable eyes? I know that's kind of not really too common in like domestic lines, but we get Amazing Yamaguchi, like Snail Shell, different kind of Figmas and stuff, kind of doing that. So I don't know. I thought this was awesome, and it allows for like just simple swaps. You could instead of just having to pack out so many head sculpts, you could just kind of tweak the eyes around, the mouth around. You do get his unmasked head sculpt, so that's awesome. Also, that like I don't think they had to do this, but I think, like I said, with the Scooby Doo line from Jada, it's like you got to get that unmasked shot, and yeah, this is a good one, taking them over there at Arkham and stuff. So that's pretty sick. And yeah, like I said, still kind of a surprise. This leaves me wondering: are they going to complete the entire Rogues Gallery? Are they going to go really that deep in Batman the Animated Series? I think that Batman right now is currently sold out. I don't think you can find that anywhere. So if you haven't locked that up, try to get one yourself if you're interested. But the Joker is also selling out. Um, I think this one is probably more impressive than the Joker. It just has like more stuff, and I think they had to do that. I think they definitely had to spice these up because, yeah, obviously you're gonna get the most popular villain out there, but man, put the Scarecrow out there. Maybe they do a Mister Freeze or a Poison Ivy or some of these like newer female bodies. But yeah, this is cool, and yeah, the mix and match components to create unique portraits, like that's just toy making, man. Like whenever I see that, I'm like, dude, companies need to like be continuing to try this type of stuff, because it just comes with it just provides an overall better release, I would say. Mesco, Hustle saying Mesco doing tab justice 100. I'm all in on these. Yeah, that's gonna be a cool line. I've always said it about the Mondo stuff, the 1/6 stuff, that's like just in hindsight, if you didn't buy them, it's going to be a very coveted line. And I think this is going to be even more coveted, because the 112 stuff sells out eventually, and then you see those aftermarket prices for sold out figures. It gets crazy, So hold on one second, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Gotta just do something real fast. Sorry. Yo, can you guys hear me? Shit, I had to do something real quick. Fucking shit was bugging. Um, Yo, all right, cool. Yeah, I gotta just like do something real fast. But yeah, like I said, that Mondo line is like really really dope just to have all those, but it is a lot of space to kind of lock in for 1/6 editions and stuff. You're gonna dedicate a lot of your collection space to just Batman the Anime Series. But right here, I think just a really cool seamless design. And man, it would be smart of Mesco to try to get out as much as they can, because of that. You're gonna get Mattel coming around the corner. They've only shown off their kids line stuff, but dude, if they were to put out like a Batman the Animated Series line, like at 25-30 bucks, and they're somewhat similar to what Jada Toys is doing with the Scooby Doo line, I think I would prefer that, honestly. Like, I know they're not going to be as premium as like a 112 Mesco release, but just give me something simple that doesn't have ugly articulation, unsightly articulation. Like, go pick up any one of those Jada Scooby figures, and it's like it's crazy the amount of engineering and like sculpting that they're doing, tooling that they're doing for like Scooby Doo villains. Like, man, I would kill for Jada Toys to be able to do Batman the Animated Series, because I feel like they're translating these like cartoons types really well, and that's only from a couple of waves that have been revealed for Scooby-Doo. But I just feel like they need to maybe be done with that Street Fighter stuff. I know I have that Ken in the thumbnail, but I feel like we're pretty good with Street Fighter, man. Like, companies really need to lean on like classic cartoons, or not even so classic, just that Cartoon Network goodness that Mesco is also doing. Stuff like that. Like, a bunch of people always clamor for like Hanna-Barbera stuff. and stuff is sometimes you don't even have to get so crazy with the engineering or like tooling. It's like, man, I wish I could get like a little Tom and Jerry's like scalable, PVC little toy. I know Medicom has done a few in the past, but man, it'd be cool to just get like officially licensed stuff. You can find these at Target or something. But yeah, like I said, a Jada Toys to be able to do this, and like Mattel is right there in line with what they can do with what Jada does. It's like they're a domestic line. I can't imagine they don't ever make a Batman the Animated Series like update a line. I know Todd just came out that DC Direct stuff, and that stuff is selling well. So I can't imagine a company that's gonna hold the license doesn't want any of that money on the table, So um I think it'd be smart for Mesco, like I said, to just get ahead of the pack as fast as they can, because these figures do take longer than obviously just all plastic and stuff. So that would be awesome. And if they keep getting creative like that with like I said, like the little portrait swaps and stuff. Man, I can't wait to see what they would do with like a Mr. Freeze, like just the effects that they would include, the accessories. That's probably one of the things that gets me the most excited when it comes to Mesco reveals is like the accessory loadouts. Like, man, what kind of I always felt like they're really innovative when it comes to that. You don't really see too much of that stuff with other lines. Like you see like the bullets firing. Now you see like customizers making that stuff. I always feel like these guys are kind of the ones innovating a lot of the stuff out there. So pretty cool spread, it's pretty cool spread, and it's like a 112, 120 price point. So it's not too bad. My man Abel saying these got good shelf presence. I haven't locked any of them, but they have been tempting. Yeah. I feel like if the Batman punched in that head sculpt a little bit better, I think I would have locked it up. I haven't gotten any of these either, but man, I do kind of regret maybe now in hindsight not locking it up if it is sold out completely, because the Tony Mays head sculpts, man, those packs that he put out just look so awesome, and it just elevates this figure a lot. And then the Robin, the Dick Grayson looked awesome. So yeah, I kind of do regret maybe passing up on that Batman if it is sold out. But I don't know, man. Even like I said, even just the Rogues Gallery would just be awesome. All soft goods. I think that was my biggest gripe with the Joker was the head sculpts look good, but the soft goods on that Joker they didn't look so great. Where right here for Scarecrow, I feel like this looks fantastic, man. This looks really good for such a weird kind of lanky design. Like those pants definitely got to be stretchy somewhat to allow some kind of movement. So it is tricky. It is tricky when you're going the soft goods route. But like I said, just look at the design to Scarecrow right here, dude. The lankiness to Shaggy, the pants, all that stuff that they wear on those Jada Toys figures, and I feel like they would have been able to do this lines like, man, $30 a pop. And spread themselves out, not having to put them all up for pre-order so fast. I kind of feel like they're spreading themselves out too much. They're kind of a little slow with their pre-orders, but I feel like this would have been a home run for them. If Mesco takes the Mondo approach, they will probably re-release a Batman every couple of months. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Yeah, that's why it's like, you see all these motherfuckers just hoarding shit up, and they want to, once they know that it's sold out everywhere, that's when it just jacks up in price on the aftermarket. But yeah, people get the FOMO, and then you see this pre-order go up. It's like, oh shit, yeah. Because that's actually what I did. I went to go look for the Batman. I was like, oh shit, it's just selling out already. But yeah, pretty cool, man. If you lock this up, I believe it's on their site. And then sticking with DC, coming in hot, man. This fucking amazing Yamaguchi dead shot. Holy fuck, man. It's like, bro, this looks fucking awesome. And I think anytime REVOLTECH shows off a figure, especially like a comic book figure, it's hot, man. I remember when they showed off the Agent Venom, the Moon Knight, the Black Panther, anything in recent months, those Spider-Man figures, the symbiote costumes and all that. They just look so fucking awesome, man. Like anyone's picked up a REVOLTECH, or anyone that has picked up a REVOLTECH knows it's just, I don't know, it has a lot more flair to them, man. Like this is just a simple pose, but look how much more dynamic it looks. It just looks that much better. So coming soon, more information. I don't know, maybe it might be getting shown off right now as I do the show. That's why I love doing my show on Sundays, because it's like you kind of see everything that kind of gets revealed throughout the week. So it's a good way to wrap it up. But I don't know. I've kind of realized it doesn't really fucking matter. So yeah, this looks awesome. And hold on, man. Be right back. Fucking dude, my fucking mouse was like dying. I'm like, oh, are you fucking serious? It's like right now. And you know what? I thought I thought about charging my shit before I started. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to charge it. It's one of those MX Master joints. This shit's last. Oh man, fucking idiot. But yeah, this shit looks hot, man. So yeah, this is gonna be a hot pre-order for sure. You already know, man. Like you cannot front on these things when they go up. Because these do also do sell out. Yeah, we eating great with Street Fighter. Might be time for companies to revamp. Mesco, can I get an Inspector Gadget? Yo, man, what's that Inspector Gadget that came out a few years ago? I think it was a Blitzway. That shit was expensive as fuck, but yeah, I think Mesco would kill that, man. And yeah, like I said, those cartoons, man, it's like who's making fucking Batman? Everyone. It's like make other stuff. God damn it. Yeah, like this right here. This looks awesome, and I think this is catching people by surprise because it's like I just said, you constantly get Batmans, you constantly get like heroes and stuff. How many Spider-Man repaints are we gonna get? Even like the fucking bootleg companies are making Spider-Mans and stuff. It's like it gets tired, man, and it's like, dude, you can make this shit, and I guarantee you, everyone, this is gonna be everyone's best dead shot, because look how good it looks, you know. And this is one of the later McFarlanes that I always had in my shopping cart. I was like, I'm gonna buy this, but I just hesitated. I'm like, bro, this line is ending. Why would I buy anything McFarlane right now? I've bought a couple, but this one I held off on. It did have a good classic comic look, but man, this one also has like the colors like popping. It just looks more modern, it looks great. And it's only one fucking image, man. So that's looking good. Shout out to REVOLTECH for making better looking joints finally. Yeah, very true, man. Very freaking true. Cause yeah, those shoulders, in comparison to this Ninja Gaiden for Ryu Hayabusa, that I still don't even own one. It's like, god damn it, they're on Ninja Gaiden 4, and holy fuck, man. I didn't think they were gonna make every game, but yeah, like I said, look at the shoulder articulation here. It's got that aesthetic that people are kind of turned off from, where you kind of overlook it with how badass they look, but there are points in the figure that do stand out. And right here, I feel like this is so cleaned up. Like Hustle's saying, it's just this looks crispy. And even those scoops at the knee, they're not as pronounced as other releases, where you can hide them. Obviously with like armor designs or boot designs and stuff. But even that's gotten a lot better. They're not so fucking ginormous. So it looks pretty good. And yeah, even this character lends itself to a great looking figure. So I'm not mad that they're kind of putting out more. They look awesome. They look fucking awesome, man. But though also more teases. We got Claymore, Teresa, and Claire. So I've heard of this manga. I think my brother has the mangas for sure. I remember he's talked to me about Vinland Saga and all that shit. Even before like the shows, he had like all these like mangas in his library and stuff. But this is definitely one that I saw like on his bookshelf one time. I've never asked him about it or anything like that, but I've heard good things. I've heard good things just like on online, and I guess it's definitely got to have an anime out there for sure, I would imagine. But I don't know, man. These are like definitely more weeb types, I guess. I don't You don't really hear too much people talking about this. You always hear people talking about One Piece and obviously all that stuff, but these are like the more, I don't know, I would say kind of gritty animes. Like, is that fair to say? Because whenever I kind of like look at the synopsises and stuff like that, I'm like, damn, this shit sounds intense, bro. And pretty cool character designs, obviously. So it's pretty simple to tell a good story. You just gotta just like I said, you get good character designs, and that's gonna take you pretty far. So, and also make good figures, man. So pretty cool to see REVOLTECH jump in on this, where I don't know, this is not like a shonen type of anime. So I don't think Figwarts is jumping to make this anytime soon, maybe. So yeah, REVOLTECH. And then also this was another one that was set to be coming soon, but their actual solicitations went up. And see, let me get the name. Estelle Bright, Trails in the Sky second chapter. So I don't know, man. I don't know too much about this, but also another little waifu design, I guess you could say. And I don't know, man. Is this another cool anime? It's like fuck. Every time I hear people talk about different stuff, they're always like, "Yo, you gotta check this out." And then I'm like, "God damn it, man!" It's anyway all this damn time, but I don't know. I think this one has a pretty cool design. Also, it's just something different. Something kind of similar but different. I guess it's fair to say. So that's kind of an array of things from REVOLTECH, and then we got to jump over to Unique Art action figures, man. We got the goat, baby. We got the fucking goat. Oh man, like I said, you kind of hear more about the popular animes and stuff. That to me, I'm like normie, bro. I'm super normie. I'm on that Demon Slayer. I'm on that Naruto. Check out the One Piece, the Dragon Ball Z stuff, obviously. So I'm kind of more normie crowd, but man, I always felt like Naruto had some pretty awesome characters, bro. And this guy to me, he's a fucking goat. Itachi Uchiha, man. This figure, dude, I thought was Tunchi Studios when it was revealed at Wonderfest. I thought it was like Tunchi Studios because I think they had a booth probably in proximity to that Tunchi Naruto. So I was like, it doesn't really say Tunchi Studios, but it's like who else would be making a soft goods Naruto line? I'm kind of turned off by the idea of the Tunchi Studio line because it's like I don't know the figure arts. I feel like they came out hot, but offering something different here, man. Same thing with that Scarecrow Mesco. It's like it's that soft goods. It just kind of sets it apart from something, I guess, just more mass produced. Uh, and this right here coming with the deluxe set. I remember when this was getting teased out, I said, "Oh man, this is gonna come with that Ambu Black Ops look." Like, I'm getting it just for that. Fucking come to fucking find out. Not only is it a deluxe set, it's a deluxe price point. Cause yeah, seeing everything that it came with, it's like sometimes you see like solicitations and they're like sitting on a chair, like a couch, and it's like, oh, I wish it came with the couch. I saw this shit and I said, oh fuck, I hope it doesn't come with that fucking throne. I was like, oh man, because that's gonna jack up the price. And dude, seeing this also, I said maybe it's two pre-orders. Maybe you could just pre-order the Bamboo Black Ops, which was my plan to do because I do have the figure arts, and this was like, I don't know, man. I like that Akatsuki robe. Like, who doesn't like that shit? And it would be cool for these guys to make all of them. Like, just focus on making the Akatsuki. Don't make Naruto. Don't make any of those other losers. Like, just make these dudes. And like, give us a line of that. And I think I would just like just buy these and then be done with it. But yeah, I wanted this Ambu Black Ops look, and I was just like, damn it, damn it, damn it. $230 for this shit. That's kind of steep, man. Like shit, we were just talking about, the prices of action figures in relation to that INART. 130 for INART seems cheap when you look at this. It's like unknown company. I've never heard of Unique Art. Obviously you got like these splinter companies that just kind of splinter off and kind of change their names and stuff. This to me is just something that I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to admire from afar. I can't imagine there's too many produced of it, but it looks good. It looks like a cool set. And then like I said, Itachi's just such a fucking cool ass character. Like the youngest fucking head of the Ambu Black Ops and shit. It's like, oh man, I wanted this look. Like I wanted this shit. So I don't know, man. And then yeah, like I said, I already have the SH figure art set. I don't know. It poses pretty good. It does have some like limitations and stuff, especially when it's like, it's like all plastic. Obviously, you got that robe that I didn't really like either. Could have used a couple more wires in that shit. So I feel like this one's gonna be better. But then there's something about this also that, like I said, since it's an unknown company, it's just like I don't know, man. Is this buck like kind of shit? Like you can't really tell. There's no kind of solicitations to let you think anything else. So outside of this pose, like that looks pretty good. But yeah, I don't know if it's enough to fork over $200 plus, and it's just like I said, it's a little bit too steep for me. But man, if it's a character I didn't already have, then I don't think I would think twice about it. Like if SH Figure Arts never like made that figure, even if I would probably think if they never had the license to make them, because I would have imagined that eventually they would put this out. I don't know. It just comes with a lot, but I just really only wanted one thing out of this. And like I said, I'm just not gonna cough up that much money for something that I'm not even sure of either. More soft goods won't tell over over Mesco. What is SHF waiting for? Shaking my head. Yeah, man. I think, dude, if they really looked at particular characters, I don't think their entire line needs to be soft goods, but like particular characters definitely need to have like a soft goods treatment. It's just it's gonna elevate the figure a lot better. Um, so yeah, this looks great though. It looks awesome. But like I said, it's like, man, I would just have to like rebox my Itachi, maybe, or like, I don't know, or just for sure never use this one. I would only want the other look. So I don't know. That just to me is just a pain. And I wish it was separate. I wish I didn't have to buy version B to get the part I want, but it is what it is, man. But like I said, it kind of was part of a week full of third party figures, man. Like everything from licensed stuff, which I don't think qualifies as third party, right? If it's officially licensed. Some of these companies I'm not even sure of anymore, man, because these guys don't even hide it, and it's got like all these little legalese down here on the bottom. I can't read it myself, but it kind of looks like it's something that's officially licensed. Oh yeah, you got the English the English words right here up top. Officially licensed Naruto line. So yeah, man. I mean, for that price, I feel like if they're forking over the cash to license it out, I don't think they put out a cheap product. But damn, man, god damn it. So I don't know. This may be a figure I regret passing up on. I definitely think it's gonna get pre-ordered pretty heavy. Because like I said, it's a cool character and it's a great looking set. So definitely gonna be peeping this out on the timeline. And yeah, maybe if I do catch it in stock and I do kind of get swayed, hopefully it doesn't sell out and I can kind of digest it more. But just looking at it from right here, it looks awesome. So we'll see. We'll see about it. And yeah, like I said, just the classic version A. It's like, oh man, this is the Brokey boy one. This is the one I should get. I believe this one's only like 80-90 bucks. So yeah, it's not a terrible offering. But like I said, if they would have just separated them, it's just like I think both would have sold really well. I don't think you don't get any pre-orders for either or. Like just more stripped down, like doesn't even have to have all these effects, the chair, none of that stuff. I think they would have done pretty good. 'Cause even that rice hat looks better. It looks good. So see what's up with it, man. And then Maestro Union, man, I haven't heard too much from these guys in recent months. I think the last thing that they put out was that Oni thing, that big ass demon looking thing on 5K Toys. I did pre-order that. I did get that in stock, and it was pretty cool. And surprisingly, it felt better than their like past releases. They put out that tiger. They came out hot with that freaking tiger. That shit was awesome. They put out that wolf, the croc, all that stuff. But I think they were like really kind of ahead when it came to those anthropomorphic figures. And I don't know, you just start seeing, like I said, better joint articulation from other companies where it just feels more smooth, but still like firm and stuff, still like tight. You get it on these like huge orc bodies and stuff. And like, man, when I was moving that tiger around, it's like that shit was like getting loose at the ankles, the heels. So I was like, oh man, it was kind of a bitch to pose after a while. And then that rabbit, oh man, I got that rabbit, and then that is not a fun figure. It's very cumbersome. It's kind of coney because of the lack of soft goods on that shit that I know you can get, in the aftermarket. But yeah, sometimes I'm just like, damn, I'm already paying 80 bucks for this shit. I don't want to pay more to just be able to stand this motherfucker up. So that one I didn't think was a good release, but I did have that Oni on pre-order and I got it and I was like, all right, cool. It looks like they're kind of getting better with their stuff. So this is the North Star Kenshiro. This is been getting teased out for a while also, man. I remember, like I said, seeing them at Wonderfest and stuff. They had a very limited like booth space, or limited stuff to show off. It was mostly stuff that we'd already seen, with that, like I said, that anthropomorphic line. And then they had this, like an officially licensed Fist of the North Star figure, where right here it looks a little stylized. Like it kind of looks more, I don't know, it just looks different from like his just more classic design. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing, or I don't know if this is like a particular story arc or manga or some shit. But I don't know. This is another anime or manga that I've never really been too familiar with. I know that JoJo's Bizarre World is like the same creator, right? Because it definitely screams like of that design. So I don't know. I don't know if this is just too random for people, because I feel like with something like this, when you look at all like the detail on his like outfit and stuff, I just feel like, man, you got to go with the soft goods route for something like this, you know? Because I don't know, I would still be kind of sketched out by like moving something like this from this company because, like I said, over time that tiger got really loose. That rabbit barely ever moved it, loose as fuck. So I don't know, for something like this that definitely looks heavier with all the sculpt, I probably would have preferred something soft goods. It's gonna kind of limber them up, you know. But can't all be that fucking Itachi. I always like Maestro line, but Fist of the North Star has such a huge cast that they won't finish it. Yeah. Like I said, this is just super random, right? Like, do they go deeper in this? And is this like a particular look for him? Because from what I remember him looking like, this kind of looks different. Like, I don't remember like these like gems or some shit like on his chest. Um, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking something else, but this effect piece is cool as fuck. You know, this looks awesome. Like I did see this and I was like, yo, that looks cool. You know, you could definitely get some cool shots out of that, or maybe use it for something else. It's like, man, this is what fucking Bandai just like drops the ball when it comes to their line. Like the Luffy that didn't come with jack shit. They just make all these accessory packs and all this crap. It's like, god damn it, how fucking cheap are you motherfuckers, bro? So this is cool. This is a major plus for them to kind of do something like this. Like this is valid, bro. Bro, the motherfuckers I work with, man, they're like way younger than me. And like they be saying shit like, oh, that's valid. That's valid. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm gonna start using that. Oh, this is valid, man. I'm thinking about getting a Dig Action Fist of the North Star. They are 124 scale, super small. Oh shit. Shouts out hard fast. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. 124 scale though. That's kind of weird fucking scale. Like I've never really heard too much of that either. Fist of the North Star, great anime. Guess it's never too late to get some figure representation. Yeah, I think that's where they're winning, right? Like you don't see this character out there, but man, I would imagine like with the way SH Figure Arts is putting out that JoJo's Bizarre World line that they would cook this character so fast, so badass. And then to Ghost Tab's liking, probably go way deeper, way faster, you know. So I don't know. We'll see how this does, but like I said, these guys are really slow to roll anything out. I think there's still like a monkey detective that they showed off like fucking 2 years ago almost. Never saw anything of that ever pop up again. I don't think it ever even went up for pre-order, but that looked like an interesting design too. Pretty cool looking figure, but man, here's too much about it, man. So hopefully these guys are kind of turning a new light or something, you know, maybe they got new direction and stuff because this does look better than their past releases. And I forgot to get the images to their V2 Tiger. Because yeah, it definitely looks like it's like getting better tooling and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully they're kind of leaning into that. Like I said, those different plastics in those joints, man. I think that's just gonna be industry standard for sure. Because it holds up way better, you know. You don't even feel sketched out like this He-Man. I was like, man, the fucking ankles already kind of feel like not loose, but you know, it's a heavier character. It's a heavier character, man. You want more sturdy ankles and shit. I don't want them fucking heels bending at all, man. So yeah, we gotta see what's up with this when it comes out. But I think it might get good looks, man, because it was definitely popping up on my social media this week, man. There's something else that kept popping up on my social media is this Fist Toys 112 boxer, not Ken Masters. Street Fighter 6 look and Hobo Ken looking good, man. Man, I remember when it was revealed that this was his design in this game, a lot of people weren't digging it, right? I think they were kind of like fucking dad fucking bod Ken or like fucking Hobo Ken and all kinds of shit. I thought this shit was cool, man. I thought it just had like a grungy ass Ken Masters look that I just feel like I don't know, he would kind of look like this eventually, you know, maybe like at a point in time in his life or something. He's just down on his luck type of shit. But it still has that grit to it, man. And I love the red sweatpants. It's just like it just adds that little characteristic that it just, you know, you got the long blonde hair and shit, you know who the fuck this is, bro. It's like, who cares if I look like I'm on Skid Row and shit? Like, this is Ken Masters. So I think this shit looks awesome, man. For it to be soft goods, also, like we were just talking about that Itachi. I feel like it's just something different that's not being offered from companies. I know Amazing Yamaguchi's doing this line. 52 Toys just put out updates on their line for this, and I'm like, man, slow it down, please. It's like we don't need so much damn Street Fighter, man. I feel like if they would have came out with soft goods, I would be it changing my tune on that completely because this shit coming with the soft goods. I know it's not like the most intricate design for soft goods, but it's a simple design, and I feel like they executed it really well. Like those shoes look pretty good. And then yeah, like I said, it might be a turnout to people because it's not really classic design for Ken, but it's like, dude, the Storm Arena Ken, the Jada Toys Ken, are two different games. It's like, damn, it's still red gi. One's got longer hair, different head sculpt, different paint apps, but it's like, yo, you kind of want the different looks. So yeah, I don't know. I gotta wait to see what Jada Toys does with that Alpha 3 line. I hope they kind of pivot into like Third Strike or something. Maybe just put out that Ryu Charlie prototype out there as a pre-order, and then like that's it. That's all we did. But yo, like I said, the company offering this, it's setting them apart. It's just setting them apart. So I think if I see a Ryu also and this can, it's like, oh man, because I like that Street Fighter 6 Ryu design. I forgot the beard and shit. Like they look older. They look like their story advanced. That's kind of the thing about Street Fighter. The lore is just so convoluted as fuck because the games are just convoluted as fuck. It's like, oh, this one is before this game, and then this is actually before this, but it's like 3 and 2 and 1 and all this shit. It's like, fuck, it's just hard to kind of like understand. But Street Fighter 6, I felt like it came out hot with that shit. Like it definitely advanced like their designs in comparison to Street Fighter 4 and 5. I remember when Street Fighter 4 came out, I was like, fuck, that was like one of the last video games that I remember going out to buy because I was like, oh shit, hell yeah, finally a new Street Fighter game. But I was just like, this shit it's like, why do these motherfuckers look the same, man? It's like, what the fuck? It's just better graphics, obviously. But Street Fighter 6, it's like, all right, man, we're doing something different, bro. Like we're really kind of tweaking this shit around, but still cool, still fucking cool. So I think right here, everybody's just kind of wondering, like, what's the exact scale on this? Like, what's the size on this shit? But I don't know, man. If it's similar to like a Mesco Toys, I feel like it would be good because, like I said, it has such a distinct design from Ken. Like this guy just looks like a fucking guy on the street. He looks like a fucking street human, and it's like, yeah, you could definitely get some cool, fun shots with this. Just fighting something on, like Street Shot or something. So yeah, pretty dope. And I can't imagine that they only make fucking Ken. Like for them not to make a Ryu or it has just a more simple design, more so than Ken. It's like, all right, cool. I think they would be doing that, and I think that would be kind of cool place to kind of start and stop. With just beginning Ken and Ryu. Like can't ask for more than that. But man, even that Chun-Li design is fucking awesome too. Like it's like, damn, did her hips get bigger? Holy shit, bro. Is that possible? But man, maybe they have a female body that they could kind of use for that. So pretty cool. I say like I did see some people kind of not really digging this shit, but I thought it was awesome. I thought it was like one of the cooler fucking reveals this week. And then yeah, like I said, for it being third party, you kind of do want third party companies kind of like look to do something else because it's just a Street Fighter overload. But like I said, they at least took it the route of soft goods and also the route of Street Fighter 6 and not something kind of older. This is definitely the most current shit out there. So I think that's a major win. Um Ghost has saying first we get Hobo Ryu and now Hobo Ken. It's called Street Fighter because they all become homeless. Yeah, right. That makes a lot of sense. But man, we'll see what's up with the rest of this line. I think it's gonna be a sleeper line, man. I think people are not really gonna look to pre-order this, but I think it looks awesome. Buy this one, but just sell me the trench coat. I need it because oh man, that's the best part. That's what makes him Hoboken. But man, honestly, like I said, yeah, even without the trench coat, I still think it has like a pretty gritty design. It's super simple though without the trench coat. Like I think you need the trench coat. It's like, all right, motherfucker, chill the fuck out. And I can't wait for that movie, man. That movie looks pretty awesome too. It's like the Motu movie looks great. The Street Fighter movie looks super campy, but super up my alley. It just looks fucking fun. So can't wait for that, man. I just feel like they got some of these fucking WWE wrestlers in the wrong spot. I think John Cena would have played a great guy, like maybe 10 years ago, But we got to see Cody and shit. Toys and Tits in the house. What's up, everyone? Yo, Toys and Tits, what's good? I like that avatar. This is awesome. I was like, what the fuck is that? An owl? Oh shit. Soft Goods, Hobo Ken, Muscle Milk, and a creatine kit 100. Yeah, man. It's like, dude, you know it. You fucking know it. He's got that creatine kit. Shit, fucking Ken. Yeah, like I said, this might be a little bit way too much Street Fighter if they don't make fucking Ryu. It's like, oh fuck, I just got this offshoot Ken, but this is cool as fuck. Obi-Wan Chingon says, hey Omar, get pasta. Don't forget to give Omar a thumbs up, peeps. Yo, thanks, Obi-Wan. Yeah, man, give it a thumbs up, man. There's some people giving it thumbs down, which is like, god damn, y'all motherfuckers vicious with this shit. It's like, I don't think I even give people thumbs up, but like, damn, to go give a thumbs down, like, damn, motherfucker, y'all motherfuckers salty about something. I bought a trench coat and put it on my Cowboy Deadpool, dude. Oh yeah, that would be, dude. I should have thought of that. That's awesome. Did you get it on GPS lot? Because yeah, I think this one might be too big for the Marvel Legends. Because like I said, you don't really see it in comparison to anything else, but this is just like a more oversized baggy coat because it just gives them that hobo look, And I don't know, man. I know the Street Fighter 6 designs, they are kind of like a little bit more stockier. They should did look a little bit wide on the in-hand shots. So I gotta wonder just how big this shit is, because it might be that Storm, not Storm Arena line, just that Storm size. And it's like, fuck, I could just buy those and like have oversized Street Fighter characters, Because that Storm and Bison, that Street Fighter 2, that shit just looks way better than the Jada Toys one. Got that huge ass grin, like, oh man. And the Blanca too. The Blanca just looks crazy, man. But it's like, dude, I wish those were like more in scale. It's like, man, I love the Jada Toys collection. I love it. I've got all of them. I'm caught up. Except for like the player twos. I don't have all of those, but there's a couple that I do have of that. It's a great line. It's a great line, but man, fuck, if Storm Marina could just make all the Street Fighter games, that would be probably a lot better. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, Jada, but damn it, there's still room. There's still room for Jada, though. You know what I mean? Yes, GPS lie. I bought some white shorts for real. Hey, yo, White Arena Cigar. Oh yeah, that White Arena Cigar one was cool too. I did like that, but I just got the player one for that, and I got the Jada Toys one. And then, yo, staying with the video game properties, we got this CCS Toys, I think it is. Sam Fisher Fig Script. So yeah, that Ubisoft collab, man, coming with this fucking Sam Fisher Tom Clancy Splinter Cell figure, man. And dude, this shit just looks so cool. Like I said last week, I think this is a really anticipated pre-order to open up. I don't think we've seen it yet, but yeah, getting these like in-booth shots. I forgot what event this is. I think it was something going on in Hong Kong. But man, this is this is even like army builder type too, because it just looks so tactical and cool. It's just like, man, I feel like this Splinter Cell design is just like really peak military design, man. Like a lot of that Tom Clancy stuff is like peak military design. It should just look so cool, so badass. Definitely gives you like Metal Gear Solid vibes, even Snake Eyes vibes and stuff like that. You can definitely get customs going, but yeah, I think this is going to be a hot pre-order when it goes up. And from the looks of it, it kind of looks expensive. Also, I don't think this thing's going to be cheaper than like 120. I really feel this thing's going to be like in that 150 price point. Because yeah, there's something just doesn't look quite so cheap, which isn't a bad thing. I think that's good. But yeah, it's definitely anticipated pre-order. And shots at Kilion sharing some pictures and stuff from overseas. And then I don't know if this was the same event, but it kind of has some of the same lighting. We also got like previews to the D20 Studio stuff they're set to release. And yeah, like we saw at Winterfest, I can't wait for this fucking unicorn, bro. Like, as gay as that sounds, this unicorn looks marvelous. This shit looks sick, man. And then you got this fucking demon spawn horse. This shit looks cool too. It's not just like a like a skeletal helmet on this shit or mask on the horse. This is like actual undead horse. Very cool looking, super fantasy inspired, So, I mean, does it get more fantasy inspired than a fucking unicorn? Like, dude, who is gonna buy this? This looks awesome. It's like, bro, look how pretty it looks. It's fucking perfect looking. This shit looks awesome, And I love those Fish 20 horses. I only got a couple. I was gonna get the white one, and thankfully, I saw this before I bit the bullet on that. So I got a black one, a brown one, and then I got that dealer one coming also. So I probably should have held off on the black one. But the brown one to me was just the first one I bought. I don't know. I just love the way brown horses look with the white hooves. Just the clean. Kind of reminds me of my dog. Yeah, she got little white paws and stuff. And then there are wolves, dude. That fuck, man. I've gotten retooled, reused, repainted to hell and back, and I think it's fair. It's valid, because they should just look so crazy, very stocky, very fucking, very heavy, bro. These things look like they weigh a ton. I don't have one myself, but heard great things about them. You know, it's just for me, it's just I kind of just want a classic looking wolf, but this shit looks awesome. I talk about something you mountain fucking hell. This looks crazy, 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 crazy. So, yeah, looking forward to this stuff and this more than anything. Like, I really can't wait for this shit right here. I'm locking this up as soon as it goes up for pre-order. I cannot miss that unicorn, bro. Imagine this hobo Ken sells well, so Storm Arena starts that line to sync them, just like with Jada. Well, didn't they reveal the Bison, or is that from Street Fighter Five? Because they did reveal that Bison, no, on that horse. Is that Street Fighter 6? Because I'm not even super up on game with like all the characters in that. Because they just had that one motherfucker from Third Strike come out, right? Cody? No, not Cody. Forgot what his name is. Max, I think his name. I forgot. It's like some other fucking long haired white dude. He looks crazy. If they make him, like, holy shit, bro. I forgot his fucking name. I was just watching Maximilian dude. Like he was talking about that dude for a minute. Forgot his name. He always had a really cool look too from Third Strike, I think. I wish you could detach the horn of the unicorn to make it a pure Pegasus. Oh, come on. No, bro. No, no, no. No, man. No. This is Pegasus. Pegasus did have a horn, didn't he? No, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, man. You just, God damn it. God damn. Fucking Ghost have. No, bro. No, no, no. Storm Arena already started making some Street Fighter 6 figures. Yeah, they did. They did. Oh, yeah. The Luke. You're right. Man, I hope nobody makes a third party Luke. That would be a complete waste. Complete waste, bro. Fuck, what the fuck is Ghost Tab talking about? Bro, this looks perfect. The detachable horn. What the fuck are you talking about? You gonna put it on his cock or what? That's a magnetic cock. Oh man, you want something to mount? Let's take a look at these Novark 112 Acid Rain ostrich figures, man. This shit, this looks crazy, man. Talk about crazy military designs. This looks like something that I've never seen before, but it looks completely feasible, man. Like you can mount a minigun and this thing can just be popping out of your cock. You're just like on the battlefield spraying. This looks awesome, man. This looks so fucking cool. And it actually reminded me, dude, I have these fucking figures on my desk. I haven't even fucking opened them. I saw that they had like a restock on that first wave, and I was only able to get 3 of the 4, but I don't know. I have to open them to see if I do like them. But I've been seeing these shits pop up everywhere, man. I'm like, dude, like, where the fuck did people get these at? Like, these shits are fucking like literally all over my timeline. And I was like, damn, I know when they came out, but I didn't know they sold out. I thought they were just not that popular, you know. I remember seeing the buggy and stuff, and I was like, oh shit. And I jumped on like I think like a restock that they had on their website, but I didn't get the number 4. And then I think there's like another 2 coming out, right? Like the red armor joint dudes. They look sick as fuck. But seeing this ostrich thing, I was like, damn, I got to pay more attention to this line, because this, like I said, this is something that I've never seen before. You know, it's something that like I said, I do see feasible, like in a futuristic combat world. Like this looks fucking crazy cool, man. You know, and it's just like, fuck. This is like stuff that, like, if I was to see on Kickstarter, I would think it's too good to be true. And then you see worse shit, and people throw their money at it. It's like, why the fuck would you throw money at worse looking stuff when there's stuff like this that's being made? There's not a crowd fund. It's just insane to me. Like those futuristic combat soldiers that people had lost money on, they didn't even look good. It's like, why would you put your money to this, man? It's like, if I was to see a Kickstarter with this thing on there, I'd be like, oh, this looks too good to be true. Like they can't make this. This looks too awesome. And this is like, these guys are just making it. No, nothing crazy about it. They're just putting it out there because they know it's gonna sell. They know it's awesome. You know, these guys are professional toy makers. They know what the fuck they're doing. Like, yeah, that's why it's insane to me to see like people like flip out on like updates on Kickstarters and the product looks like complete shit. It's like, didn't you see this shit when it was going up? Like, what did you think it was? Like, god damn it, bro. Like, a lot of money isn't just gonna make you a professional at something, you know. So I don't know why people think like, oh yeah, we're just gonna give these guys 250K and like they're gonna spit out great looking stuff. It's like, bro, there's already great looking stuff being made, and you don't gotta give them like any money in advance, you know. And like I said, it's just something so cool like this. This is like, dude, anyone could have designed this, you know, and it's functional. Like you can actually mount a dude on there, it's gonna stand up. Like, we're gonna take a look at SDCC exclusive from Hasbro, and it's like, yeah, I think it's fucking awesome, but I think this thing is engineered way better than what the fuck they're gonna put together. That that's crazy to say, you know. But that's why it's just like, dude, leave it to the professionals that make the shit. Don't run the back Kickstarters just because you see these people popping up on YouTube channels and shit. And it's like you want to be part of that crowd to just say, oh, I gave you my money. Like, dude, like everyone was tripping out on those brutal realm figures. I'm like, did you guys not see these things when they were getting revealed? Like when they were getting shown off? It's like, nah, man. And like I was sketched out pre-ordering a freaking Mondo. These motherfuckers actually make fucking figures and barbarian, or, you know, figures. And I was like, yo, kind of worried about a He-Man that they could put together. I was like, I'd rather put my money to this than people that have never made toys before. Like, where's the sense in that? I don't understand. You know, so like I said, seeing this is like, damn, what the fuck? Like, this is what people need to be putting their money towards. I would imagine, you know, not to just like shit talk, you know, any particular line, but like there's various Kickstarters that I see out there, people raging out like, oh, this looks like complete shit. What the fuck? It's like, did you need to see an update to know that, or did you not see that from the beginning? Because some of that stuff is just very apparent from the beginning, and then I'm like, what the fuck, man? You can't be mad at these people for delivering exactly what they showed you. You know what I mean? So that's just my take on it. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Aster Ray 118. Now these are their 112 line, man. Because yeah, like I said, this is a this is a new line to me. I've never really paid attention to like reviews on this shit. I did see them when they went up for pre-order, but I gotta actually pop these shits out, man. Pop these motherfuckers out of this fucking bag. Like the Novark line. And then yeah, I don't know. I guess I slept on the pre-orders, and then yeah, I didn't pay attention too much, but I did see B's Battlegrounds. I don't know if you guys follow him. He does like reviews on like different military lines. I like these dudes because they had like a numbering system. So I was like, okay, they're all like different armor colors, but this is like the 02. The other one I just showed was the 01. And then this one is the one that was like really popular. I saw a lot of people buying was like the 03. So I missed out on the 04, dude. But I was like, oh, you know what? If I dig these, I'll try to like, you know, backtrack on that one because I do want to have that little first set. And then yeah, see if I like them and see if I just jump on more of their stuff. But seeing this, it's like, holy shit, this looks fucking awesome. Like, damn, this looks sick. This looks like something I've never seen before. You know, it's like that's cool to me. I always think that's cool. Like whenever you see it in movies, it's like, holy shit, like this is something I've never seen before. Like, what the fuck? But it looks so cool and it looks like it would be functional. Like, yeah, I can see that being made. You know, I was like, I'm surprised they haven't made it already. Like, this shit looks freaking crazy. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And then also they are kind of having some kind of exclusive overseas. So I believe this is like a Hong Kong Toys R Us exclusive, only 300 made. And when I first saw this, I was like, all right, this may be a little bit too goofy for me. But I don't know, man. It does have that nostalgia packed into it, I guess, you know, somewhat with the deco color and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I've always said, you know, toyetic factor is a thing. I just like, I don't know. If I had one of these, I wouldn't be mad at owning one, but like, I don't know if this thing is like crazy in the aftermarket. It's like, no, why the fuck do you really need this shit? It kind of looks kind of ugly, you know? It's like unless you see that Toys R Us branding like anywhere near it, you don't really, it's hard to kind of really like know, oh, this is a Toys R Us color option. It's like, okay, like kind of looks like custom shit. But I don't know. Like I said, if I was to own one, I wouldn't be mad at it, you know? Pretty cool. So yeah, be on the lookout for this acid rain stuff and shit. I shouldn't even be telling you guys. You guys probably are on the lookout. I'm fucking late to the party on that. But yeah, I'm probably gonna crack these open probably tomorrow, maybe sometime this week. But I've had these shits up on my desk for a while. I just forgot about them. But yeah, that's sick. Yeah, they look pretty awesome. It's cool for real. I just wish they added more Toys R Us branding. Yeah, like I said, if it's a I don't think it's an official collab. I think it's just like a homage, paint homage. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't think it's an official collab though. It might be though. You know what? It might be because it is being sold at Toys R Us Hong Kong. But just knowing that they sell these types of figures at Toys R Us Hong Kong, it's like no wonder Toys R Us survived out there. It's like they got dope shit for sale. Not fucking BS and shit. Yeah, like this is it right here. So fuck. $30 a pop, that's not bad. It's like, dude, imagine walking into a toy store and not seeing fucking Funkos everywhere. There's Funkos right here next to these motherfuckers, but seeing these like at a toy store, like, oh man, that shit would be awesome. And toy stores are making like a renaissance, man. I see the more and more toys shops closer to where I live, and they're not just carrying Funkos anymore, man. They're carrying like fucking third party shit, Mayfix stuff, like selling in and out of product, man. And it's like I love that. I love seeing that. I love seeing people like buying stuff. Like, oh hell yeah, there's a lot more of us out there than what we imagine. I feel like the hobby's growing also, sometimes. And then another pretty cool militaristic design. Not a gamer myself, but how the fuck did you not hear of Helldivers 2, man? This shit was in the zeitgeist, bro. Everyone was talking about this shit, man. Like, fuck. Everyone was like, even on some Starship Trooper shit. Like, a lot of my coworkers were playing this shit. They were telling me about it, and I don't know. For not really being familiar with myself, I do think the designs look pretty cool. Kind of simple though, especially after you take a look at those acid rain figures. It's like, look at this fucking crazy designs, all this stuff. This looks like something I would see in a video game. So very cool looking figures. And then like I said, the Helldiver stuff's not too bad either. It looks pretty good, but it's like I said, just more simple after you take a look at something more intricate. However, the comments on this shit were popping, bro. Like McFarlane teased this out. I don't think it's gone up for pre-order yet. I think it goes up for pre-order this week. But man, a lot of people in the comments were like, yeah, they have all kinds of gifts and shit for Helldivers. So, like I said, it's pretty smart for McFarlane to kind of pivot into this shit. It's being elite edition. You can be taxing these gamer nerds for $60 a pop. And as excited as they were, these things might be selling well. So, once you tool one of the bodies, you kind of just tweak around the paint. Simple line to make. So I think McFarlane is winning with this. He's definitely got his finger on the pulse when it comes to like more current stuff out, as far as games and stuff, and just trying different stuff, obviously. But yeah, be taking a look at this when it goes up for pre-order. And then also today they showed off a DC Multiverse preview for a 2-pack. We got Alan Scott Green Lantern and Born on a Monday, Solomon Grundy. And I gotta say, man, I regret not building that Solomon Grundy bath out, that fucking Arkham game. That shit was sick. I I always kind of track them on eBay to kind of see if I ever do pull a trigger on it. I'm stupid, man. One time I saw it for $60 and I was just like, nah, I'm good. I don't want it anymore. And then it's never hit that price ever again. So this kind of being a retooled, I don't think this is the same body. It kind of looks smaller, and it's like, oh man, I wanted this food ginormous, bro. Pause. But man, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Solomon Grundy though is a dope ass DC villain, and like for sure essential to like a DC Rose Gallery. And then I believe he did make his first appearance in a Green Lantern, or yeah, Alan Scott's fucking Green Lantern. So yeah, that shit fucking Albert. How was it today, Omar? I wasn't too bad, bro. It actually was not too bad. Shout out to Albert, my coworker, man. This was hilarious. You'll see tomorrow, bro. All right. Be weird in the house saying, "What's up? Yo, what's up? Be weird." Yeah. And like I was saying, this 2-pack's pretty cool. Might see what's up with that. I gotta see more info on this Solomon Grundy, because that head sculpt, it does look more classic, but I really, like I said, I really like that Arkham one, man. I'm a fucking idiot. Hopefully people see this shit coming out and are like, oh, we don't want this Arkham one. Price drops, and that's how I win, baby. Oh man. Oh fuck. Then we got this fucking dildo. Oh, Batman Returns Bat Missile. Oh fuck, man. I know when Hot Toys made this shit, I'm like, why? Why? Oh, dude, I did not see this coming from McFarlane, man. But hey, dude, I mean, why stop now, right? He's made every fucking damn near Batmobile. I think he's got like, what does he have left? What does he have left? He might have like some current comic stuff out, or like that really super classic one. not that 66, but like that first Batmobile that looked like a fucking like one of those classic cars and shit. Like he might fuck around and do that, but this to me, this Batman Returns Bat missile thing, I think this shit is just terrible design. Terrible, terrible design. It's like, man, I know a lot of people consider, 89 Batman and then Batman Returns like probably their favorite Batman movies. There's a lot of ugly shit in that movies. In those movies, a lot of stupid shit, man. And I think this is probably one of those top 3 stupid things from that movie. Or the second one at least. Because yeah, this shit just looks hideous, horrendous. And in comparison to the Dark Knight, where the fucking bat pod pops out of the fucking tumbler, it's like, holy shit, is this shit detonating? And it's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Two-wheel motion? The fucking wheels like spin like a cylinder or like a circle. I mean, that shit is a sphere. Oh man, that shit is so awesome. Where this is just retarded. It's like, how the fuck you turn this shit? It's like, you can't. It's like stupid, bro. This is so dumb. So I don't know. Definitely a pass. Definitely a pass. Mochi, what up, Mochi? Man, that Batmobile straight garbage. Yeah. It's a fucking dildo, bro. What Batmobile? First Batmobile people are accidentally fall into multiple times. Hey, yo. You have to grease the wheels a bit, man. Yeah, not my cup of tea. So I'll definitely be passing up on this, man. Then yo, Todd coming with the Constructor Figure Series 1 Spawn. It's like, oh man, this is where we're at. I almost wasn't gonna bring this up because it's like, all right, man, we're serious. I try to be a serious show on here. Try to be. It's like, all right, I try to focus on action figure toy news, and it's just like, all right, this is where we're at. Todd doesn't want to license out Spawn. We could be getting this, but Todd wants to give us this. We could be getting a REVOLTECH Spawn, but Todd wants to give us this. We want this, but Todd's gonna give us this. And that's exactly my sentiment about this entire fucking drop. It's like, what the fuck, man? I mean, not to say they're not fun, but it's just like, bro, what are we doing? It's like, what are we fucking doing, man? It's like, dude, man, there was a recent episode of Joe Rogan, maybe not so recent, maybe like about two months ago, tops, maybe. The actor that plays Spawn, I forgot his fucking name. My coworker fucking reminded me his name at work, but I forgot his name. God damn it. Came out of that Dark Knight movie also. We were just talking about. Man, he brought up Todd McFarlane. And Joe Rogan tells us, like, oh man, we want you to play Spawn, bro. Like, we're waiting for that new Spawn movie. And he's like, oh man, I love playing Spawn. And he was just like, yeah, it was just so cool. And he's like, I just wish it wasn't like super edited. Like the shit that we filmed was completely different movie, you know. And he was just kind of talking about how they wanted to like inject all kinds of CG. And the CG back then, you guys remember how bad it looked. It added a little bit of charm to the movie, but yeah, the movie was definitely not like true to Spawn, somewhat pieces and bits, but yeah, it definitely did feel like it went through a bunch of editing. And yeah, that's kind of what he was saying. Like, it just got edited to hell and back. And it's just like, I wasn't happy with the final product because it's like, we didn't do that. And then he was kind of just talking about McFarlane, how this dude it's his creation. Like, nobody can really tell him anything about Spawn, but it's just like, at what point in time don't you let other people kind of handle this shit? Where it's just like, you're still making the money. You could still have creative say and all that. But it's just like, he was kind of saying, it's like, this dude wants to write the movie, direct the movie, produce the movie. It's like, you're a comic book artist. You're not a director, bro. And it's just like, yeah, maybe you directed a couple music videos and you have certain experience, but it's just like, you want this shit to be like a multi-million-dollar like character. I don't think he's in it for the money so much, but like, you want Spawn to like have that like weight of a villain, of a superhero that's lasted over decades. But like, you're just not willing to like let it breathe by other people. Like I said, what would it cost him to just license this? I guarantee you there's been millions of times the McFarlane Toys has been emailed, called, like, hey, can we license out a Spawn? Look how much excitement this Deadshot got. That's Deadshot. Can you imagine if it was an officially released REVOLTECH Amazing Yamaguchi Spawn? The internet would break. The internet would fucking break. A Mafex Spawn. But it's just like, no, he wants to give you this. We want this. He wants to give you this. And it kind of sucked hearing that, because it's like they weren't bad mouthing Todd, but like even Joe Rogan was just like, yeah, what the that is weird, because it's just like, yeah, dude. He's like, he wants this character to be like well known by everyone, but like he doesn't understand, like, you, in order for that to happen, you had to kind of let go a bit, and like, like, let it grow, man. Let it fucking grow, dude. Because yeah, Spawn is just such a badass character, and I know for like the true fans, the true comic readers, it's like, all right, everyone's still gonna remember Spawn, but man, if you want shit to be more relevant than this fucking shit right here, it's like you gotta definitely let it be handled by other people. Spawn Lego, my man code names, yeah, man. Like I said, we want this. Todd wants to give us this. We want this though. It's like, no, he doesn't make that. He makes this, man. It's like, god damn it. Lego Spawn, ironically, that's the closest he's gone to a proper body proportions for a figure. Oh man, brutal. Michael J. White, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, man, that was a good episode of Joe Rogan. I'll listen to that whole shit. I was like, that was a good one. I just fucking hate Joe Rogan's podcast sometimes, because no matter who the fucking guest is, they're gonna talk about UFC at one point in time. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is, bro. It's like they're gonna get into the UFC, and this dude's a fighter too. Michael J. White, he's like a trained fighter. Also, that dude's no slouch. He's a good actor too, man. I always wonder why this motherfucker's never gotten more roles. I feel like he could have been cool in like MCU or DC. Him in a DC role, like outside of that, just that little cameo kind of for Joker. Oh man, like an actual character, he would kill it. Fuck them Legos. That Deadshot looks fantastic. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. But yo, man, he didn't just stop there. He kind of put out this little tweet, or not tweet, but like post and stuff, little reel, kind of just saying that May 8th, the vault opens, more to come. So I guess just like backstock McFarlane. It's like, all right. Like I said, there's a couple of figures that have shot up in the aftermarket like crazy that people will definitely be excited to get. So not really any information on what this entails, if it's like an in-stock sale on the side, or are they kind of reissue stuff, or what the fuck. But man, there's like a Hawkman out there that's crazy in the aftermarket, that classic Wonder Woman crazy in the aftermarket. A lot of stuff he's double dipped in already, so it's kind of like drop the price of certain stuff. But yeah, there is stuff out there that, maybe there is a reissue around the corner that, I don't know, my people who might jump on. And then speaking of Image Comics, we got to jump into this Mess Toys Invincible figure, both costumes. Like, we don't even have the pre-order for the Jada toys. These guys might eat these guys lunch, man. Unfortunately, I know it's not a license. I know they don't have to jump through certain hoops. And maybe that's what's holding up those Invincible figures. Maybe it's just like, you got to get that green light from, Kirkman and them and shit. So it's like it's not ready. It's not ready. They don't like something, you got to tweak it. I can only imagine that's what it is, where these guys don't have to do that. They don't have to fucking do that. They can just third party this bitch, put it out there, put it on a super highly articulated body, give us expressions. I think the hugest miss right here is no battle damage on any of these. Instead of making both costumes, I would have made one battle damage, one classic, just clean. And then later get onto the costume, but that would have been the win for me. And then their Omni-Man painted prototype, like this looks crazy too. So yeah, like I said, man, it might be too little too late for Jada, and that's unfortunate, man, because they got good product. But it's just few and far between when it comes to pre-orders, man. It's like, damn, what was the last pre-order? I think the E-Honda. It's like, dude, they still got a couple figures to wrap that Street Fighter lineup, and that shit, I thought, for whatever reason, I thought it rolled out pretty fast. But man, those shits did get revealed like 3 years ago, right? Like the end of 2022, maybe the start of 2023. I can't remember exactly, but it's been a while. So it's like, dude, they wrap that shit up, man. Wrap it up. The Mega Man line has gotten stagnant. Like, we haven't seen Proto Man go for pre-order. Nothing. So I wonder what's going on over there. I don't know. I gotta wonder. I know we hear about like designers leaving Hasbro and stuff. Can you imagine if that dude June leaves Jada Toys and goes to like a Mattel or a Hasbro, and they have him like lead designer? like, dude, the money that he would have to make stuff would just be incredible, man. So where's Jada Cyberpunk? Yeah, another line, right? I've not seen a pre-order for any of that stuff, man. So it's kind of sucks, because they're such a great company, and anytime they do have reveals, it's pretty exciting, more so than Hasbro sometimes. Michael J. White is a bad man. Definitely would not mess with him. Yeah, that dude, you could tell that dude's about his shit, man. Like he was talking like real combat shit with Joe. But yeah, I would love to see that dude in more roles, man. And that's what Joe Rogan was saying. He's like, bro, you should be in a lot more roles than what you are. And I think he said he was like working on his own film, something releasing soon, I think. So I don't know, might be badass, but like, yeah, that dude is definitely a cool ass actor. I feel like the heads are a little small. Yeah, they do kind of have a little more stylized look, huh? Might be right about that, but I don't know. I think super dynamic in a vanilla pose, you could definitely look at all the proportions. But I think in a like super dynamic pose, it's like all right, as long as the neck, you get good neck articulation and stuff, get that neck moving. Yeah, I care about that more so than the proportions here. But yeah, not perfect, no way near perfect. Because yeah, even the head sculpts without them being small, they kind of looked a little bit too stylized. I kind of do want them kind of more closer to like what the cartoon look, more so than the comic, because the comic has got different kind of like it's a comic. It's drawn differently a lot of the times, but um yeah, I don't know. I'm not like 100% happy with like the eyes on the classic costume right here. And then the other like Nightwing inspired costume, I think that like the head sculpts on that and the eyes look better, but I think it's just because they're painted black. I think it's the exact same. So it kind of looks like they're smaller, but I don't know. Either way though, like I said, these guys are like, dude, they're gonna hit the market pretty good. And this is the Mess Toys. We still have that other company that Alien Dad, My Alien Dad. I forgot the name of the company, but I remember that was the name of the figure. So we still gotta wait to see them also that also had pretty awesome looking proportions, great articulation on that body. So still gotta wait to see that one. And like I said, Jada Toys, like bro, their wave one is not even gonna have Omni Man. Like that was a huge miss, huge fumble of the rock. So yeah, fuck. But yo, keeping it with superheroes, jumping into the Marvel SH Figuarts Spider-Man Brand New Day, Spider-Man and Hulk, and I just shit talked the fuck out of the goddamn Hasbro Marvel Legends last week. They looked pretty rough, man. And I gotta say, man, Bandai pretty smart hiding that damn thong on the Spider-Man, dude. But dude, got the web shooters on this, so fucking awesome. It's like more accurate. You know Hasbro wasn't gonna tool that up on their shit. They were just gonna repaint that motherfucker. And even the Hulk looks better. I know it's some kind of reuse from their past Hulks and stuff, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of wondering if the head sculpt's closer to this in the movie than the Marvel Legends one, because the Marvel Legends one look kind of crazy. But they are good about their face printing tech. I just gotta wonder if they got early concept design art, maybe. Who knows? Hopefully, because I'm kind of hoping we see this Hulk in the movie and not whatever the fuck that abomination that Hasbro showed us last week. That looked ugly as fuck. So gotta wait to see. This hasn't gone up for pre-order yet, but man, it's fucking Spider-Man, guys. So what did you fucking expect? It's a goddamn Spider-Man. But hey, man, for custom fodder, that Hulk might be pretty good. Kit bash potential, man. That shit might be good pickup. And then I was just kind of wondering how they showed them off together. It's like, do they ever really make 2-packs? I think they have right in the past. I know they've done like vehicles and stuff, but yeah, I can't imagine this being the 2-pack. I did see some people wondering that, but that would be kind of crazy because these are two really popular characters. I don't think they would fucking need to put them in the 2-pack. So gotta wait to see that. And then a pre-order from Zenless Zone Zero, fucking Soldier Zero Anby. I don't know what the fuck this is, but the figure itself looked pretty cool. It's got a pretty cool design to her also. Like I said, this is this is shit sometimes that I'm like, I don't know. It's probably something I'm never gonna watch or read, but figure wise, it's got that waifu aesthetic, bro. Might be a pickup. And then this figure also Trigger, I guess from that same property. Maybe I'm completely off on that, but it looked kind of similar. And then yeah, you got blindfolds over this chick. She's halfway there. And then, dude, I'm getting tired of these like silhouette images of these upcoming releases, man. It's just like, bro, if the figure ain't ready, it's not ready, man. You know, we got what's the name of this upper rank demon? I love Demon Slayer, but I have not watched that Infinity Castle. What's the name of this motherfucker? Doma, right? Doma, I think his name was. This motherfucker was annoying as fuck the few times that I did see him come out. But yeah, like I said, no information of these images. Not really the smoothest transition, but we gotta jump into Disney DuckTales, man, because NECA coming in hot, bro. We got Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And I think the big wonder was how these things were going to be packed out. It's just like, these are little smaller bodies. You can't really individually call these ultimates. I mean, we've seen Super 7 do it, with like fucking Snarf and all kinds of crazy nonsense, label shit, ultimate edition and charge $55 for it. So it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that fucking NECA would do some scummy shit like that. They've done some scummy shit. Let's not get into those pre-orders they were sent out for free and then retroactively charged to people. That was fucking terrible, and they should still be getting called out for that. And I am gonna call them out for that here. So fuck that. Nah, but yo, this DuckTales line, it's enough to overlook all the bad stuff because it looks pretty awesome, pretty fun. It's that fucking afternoon cartoons, bro. It's like, simpler times, and it's just like, this is when Disney was like wholesome and good and not trying to brainwash you. It's like now it's like everything's got to be some kind of agenda driven fucking storyline. And this shit was just good cartoons overall, man. And I think it makes for a line that people are excited for. I think people are like looking to, like I said at the beginning of the show, looking to get other stuff outside of just the superhero, constant superhero figures. It's like, yeah, it is cool shit, anime stuff, but man, these classic cartoons that don't really have toys anymore, man, that I think, dude, in hindsight, like I regret not buying more toys, like as I had like more income and stuff. It's like, damn, you kind of left that behind as a kid. So fuck, I remember plenty of times going into like Toys R Us or Target and just seeing all kinds of toys, like fucking all the cartoons that were out, all had fucking toys, like even like Cat Dog. I remember seeing little things like that, or like even just Happy Meals, Burger King meals, and shit like that. Even those toys are just so awesome. So yeah, like getting like updated modern takes on them. I guess you could call them ultimate editions of them from this particular company is just welcome. It's like I said about that 5 Points Powerpuff Girls line. It's like, oh shit, it wasn't my favorite cartoon, but I love Powerpuff Girls. They were awesome. Can't wait for like a Dexter's Lab potential. It's like, yes, man, that shit's cool. Just get creative with how you articulate it and engineer the stuff, and it's just like sculpted out nice, good paint. And that's what these have. These have, I know they're renders here, and I think a lot of people were pointing that out. It's like, obviously, we did see these prototypes at SDCC, but I think just to immerse yourself in like the like the cartoon and hit you with that nostalgia. It's like everyone remembers those opening fucking scenes and stuff, or like opening intros. It just, like I said, it just kind of hits you with that nostalgia. And when it's being done so well, and it's just something that's like refreshing, like I said, an older cartoon, it's gonna get pre-order pretty heavy, man. So pretty cool to see that they weren't complete scumbags and just didn't separate these as ultimates. I think the other guess was that they were going to be individually packed out with like an older character, but I think that would have been stupid as fuck too. Because like, let's say like we were just talking about the Stan Sakai joints, like that Donatello was fucking hard to find, and it sucks. You're risking a lot when it's just like you need all four right here. You need all three, where I don't know. Do you go all in on this line? Like, how deep do you want them to go? Because the launch pad, the Gizmo Doug look cool, but I think for me, it's just like, man, I want the Gizmo Duck, and I feel like if I get him, I kind of got to get the launch pad because I don't know, he was just like a more funnier character also, and kind of essential, really essential. But I think some people might just stop with like Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Some people might just stop with Scrooge McDuck. Some people might get the little ducks and their grandpa here, and maybe not get the Gizmo Duck, maybe not get the launch pad because $37 a pop. It's kind of steep for like an entire line, of DuckTales figures, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You see an NR Batman who lasts for like 130. So I don't know. I guess it's just pluses and minuses, but I think this is cool, man. And it's just like a cool pivot away from like that gargoyles line that I don't know. I guess people wanted more of. They went pretty deep in that. I don't know. You gotta wait to you gotta wonder like, all right, where else do they go? Do they give us a Darkwing Duck? You know that's coming. You know it's coming. So like I said, it's pretty cool. You just kind of want the execution to be there, because from what I heard, those Stitch figures that they put out weren't the greatest, and it's like kind of sucks. It's like kind of a kick in the nuts to cool looking product when it doesn't come out good. Mez is definitely improving on that Yamaguchi buck. Yeah, man. Yeah, they got their improvements. I see like even like their butterflies and shit, they look better than some of the Yamaguchi stuff official releases have. I'm in for Uncle Scrooge and the kids. Yeah, see, like I said, you're probably just content there, huh? Because yeah, I don't know. Launchpad is like it's cool, but it's like I don't like the main characters are like Huey, Dewey, and Louie and Scrooge. It's just like these are like the extras, but it would make for an awesome looking display overall. And then Gizmo Duck just has such a cool look that it's just like, man, like man, it's hard to be passing up on this, but I don't know. That would be kind of a little standout piece if you don't get the other one. So I don't know. It's just different options, I guess, for everyone. But I could definitely see a lot of people going all in on this line. It was a lot of excitement when it got revealed that I think it was SDCC, and then yeah, this week when they got the pre-orders popping up, and then yeah, just a content relief feeling that it's like not being packed out in a crazy way, in a ridiculous way, and it's just like this is how you roll out lines, man. I just I hate to harp on Super 7 and beat a dead horse, but it's just always insane to me. No Simpsons in the Simpsons line. You got fucking Disney line with a fucking hippopotamus and a fucking tutu. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Where's Goofy? Where's Donald? What the fuck are we doing? It's like, dude, no, no, no. So yeah, it's just cool to see that these guys are like smart enough to be like, all right, cool. We're gonna get a Disney DuckTales line, and then we're gonna put the main characters in there in the first wave. It's like, yes, yes, that's exactly what you do. So I gotta wonder how deep they go. Maybe this is it for the DuckTales. We got like a couple more waves, maybe. But like I said, you could definitely foresee a Darkwing Duck coming out soon, at least getting revealed soon. And yeah, that getting pre-ordered also extremely well because there's a lot of characters from Darkwing Duck that people would buy. And then the Mighty Ducks also like that's like the ace up their sleeve to make the Mighty Ducks line. That's something that people have been wanting for the longest time. That like yeah, everyone had those toys back in the day. A lot of people did. A lot of people watched the cartoon and like in a modern action figure, it's like man, those designs it can be pretty cool for like figures and shit. So we gotta just wait to see what NECA's cooking up, man. Because yeah, they're a consistent dog in the game. I would always say, man. Like whenever SECC comes around the corner, it's just like Hasbro gets their live streams going, but like when it comes to booths, it's like Mesco, NECA, Jada Toys now. Like you want to see what's in their booth. What were they working on the whole year? Because when it comes to Hasbro, it's just like they're gonna show us in the live streams. They're gonna show us in all that on social media. But when it comes to like the actual booth reveals, like NECA is like right there, one of the like the most exciting booths with Mesco. Like I said, Jada Toys now. And then get to see other companies also like Mattel. They don't really do too many live streams, but they get pretty cool booth events. And Hasbro also. I know they put like teases in there or stuff that hasn't been shown off yet in there, but yeah, we gotta wait to see what they got planned for SDCC. And speaking of Hasbro, we got to jump right into their May the 4th reveals, guys, because yeah, they had a live stream. I believe it was yesterday. I was at work, but man, this is how fucking retarded I am, man. Ready to talk shit, like the complete piece of shit that I am. I'm ready to talk shit, right? I get home and I'm like, oh, let's see what the fuck all the fuss was about. This bullshit. This bullshit on TV, man. Put this bullshit on the screen. And they started showing this off, and I was like, oh my god, this looks like complete fucking shit. And I was like, Asajj Ventress again? And I was just like, what the fuck did they do to my boy Anakin? That dude not look like Anakin. I said, holy shit, these look really fucking bad. And I only saw these images because these are the ones I'm getting off of Preternia. Notice that they don't have any vintage collection branding. This is all I see, right? is all I see. And I'm like, man, these fucking look like complete shit. I was like, another 2-pack. And I was like, oh, this is stupid. Then when the guy says SECC exclusive, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? This looks like shit. I was like, man, the SECC exclusive last year was so fucking awesome. It was like Anakin, the Obi-Wan. I was like, bro, this looks like shit. This looks like hell. And ignore these slides because I got these after the fact. You know, I got these right before the show today. So I didn't even see the vintage collection. I was just looking at the shots from like their live stream. I was like, man, this looks like hardcore shit. I saw the box. And I was like, damn, this is the SECC exclusive. I was like, man, this what the fuck is going on? I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. These are vintage collection figures. I was like, oh fuck. Phew. I was like, damn, bro. I was so fucking retarded. But you know what? You gotta blame Series, man. They put out some cool shit sometimes. I'm not gonna completely front on them. But sometimes it's just like it doesn't really look too much different than what this is. A 1/18th single jointed figure with cloth. I guess you could call that cloth, fucking skirt piece. It's just like a couple lightsabers and accessory. It doesn't really look like something different from what Black Series offers, right? Like just look at this in a vacuum. No knowledge that this is a vintage collection. Does this not look like a Black Series figure? I was like, what the fuck is it? I was like, another fucking Anakin. I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. I was like, you gotta be shitting me, bro. I was like, holy shit. I was like, another Asajj? Didn't they just release one? Like, she looks pretty cool too. I was thinking of picking her up. I was like, didn't they just? I was like, man, this looks completely oblivious to the fact that this is not Black Series, but it looks so shit that you can't blame me for thinking that. I was like, oh man, this is rough. Bro, I was like, wait, SDCC, holy fuck. I was like, I'm saving money here. Not mad. So yeah, retroactively, I did realize this vintage collection, and I don't know, for vintage collection, okay, it's not so bad. It's all right. Yeah, I get it. It's all right. SDCC. However, the fact though, them labeling this Gendy Tartakovsky inspired, I said, where the fuck is the Gendy Tartakovsky? Maybe in the color palette? I was like, that head sculpt does not look like no Gendy Tartakovsky. These fucking pieces of shit could do. They're just such bitches. They never have done it. And neither has Hot Toys. I know Sideshow has put out some pretty accurate Clone Wars figures. And I think Hot Toys is doing that now, right? Did we not see a Yoda recently from them? Or was that was Bandai? That was Bandai that was doing that. But yeah, I feel like Mesco after that goddamn Samurai Jack figure that I wasn't a fan of, but I feel like Mesco could pull off some Gendy Tartakovsky Star Wars figures, and I think they might eventually one day. I just he's a classic animator and shit, and I feel like since they got that Cartoon Network connection, I think there might be a debut Star Wars line for them, But like I said, this property right now is like it's not in the greatest health, man. It's like I said last week. Sometimes I see this shit and I'm just completely turned off by it, man. Where that wasn't the case like 10 years ago, man. It's like anything Star Wars that came out, I couldn't wait. 2016, 2015. I remember watching the Clone Wars, catching up on that and stuff, and like liking that shit. And yeah, anything Star Wars I was like always excited about, but now it's like, oh shit, here we go again. I feel like that Grand Theft Auto San Andreas meme. Ah shit, here we go again. It's like, god damn it. So yeah, kicking it off the vintage collection SECC. I didn't show off the reveals, but it's pretty cool packaging. I think this is the only thing Gendy Tartakovsky on is the artwork. But then we get into their Black Series reveals, and this is where it kind of heated up a little bit, I guess you could say. Because I mean, shit, it can't get much colder than fucking everything they've shown off recently. It's just like, dude, like I said, it's up to the people that own these properties to safeguard them, to gatekeep them and make sure that it always stays relevant and cool. And obviously, I'm not going to get into too much of a rant, but the job that Disney has done in recent years, since 2016, 2015, has just been so fucking poor that, like, it's just hurt their entire IP. It's hurt their toy sales. It's hurt their merch. hurt their parks, it hurts their movies upcoming and past. So it's not the job of the fans to just, take it all in if they don't like what the fuck is on the screen. 10 years ago I would have looked at this figure and be like, yep, no questions asked, I'm getting this. Now I'm like, okay, Clone Commander Doom, I guess a Doom inspired Clone Commander. I know the Jedi twins that he kind of like fights along with. Those are cool looking designs that I think these guys would probably be making figures of soon, and I think that would be pretty cool pickups. But outside of that, it's like, man, I don't know. I think I'm done with the Clone Commanders. I've had a few over the years, obviously like Cody and some of the main ones. Kind of regret not buying all the 501st guys as they came out, because that would have been a cool set to have also. I still got some of them, but not all of them. And then we got Clone Commander Thorn, another, I guess, more cool design also, different kind of paint jobs and stuff. That's kind of what sets these guys apart. It's hard to talk shit about the Clone Commanders. They got like really cool designs and stuff. And like I said, when this was healthy property, it's like, yeah, these are some of the better Black Series, no questions asked. Now it's just like, Target exclusive. Am I gonna go out of my way to pre-order them? Probably not. Considering that everything's going up in price and these are being $30 figures, it's like, fucking miss me with that shit. I know a lot of this is reuse, and I know the cost isn't that great, especially when you don't pack nothing in the fucking box. Like, god damn it, man, give me a fucking break. It's like, no way. So Target exclusives, I guess the designs are still lend themselves to be cool, fun looking figures and stuff. So May the 4th, catch these on pre-order at Target, and then we get to some of the reveals, and this is where I say, who the fuck is this guy? I say, who the fuck is this guy and who the fuck is this? Like, I was like, dude, I'm not really up on game with like a lot of the video game characters, but this looks so bad. This just looks so bad, and it's just like, why? Why does it have to be so hard? Like, you have the entire fucking galaxy to make cool designs. It's like, no, let's just make a fucking gay Han Solo. I was like, let's just make a gay Han Solo and a blue alien chick with the same type of fucking alien fucking penises that wrap around her fucking head. Like, god damn it, can they not think of another fucking design? It's like, why do all the aliens look like this? All the female aliens look like this chick. Like, do I have fucking dicks wrapped around their fucking shoulders? It's like, god damn it. And then you got gay Han Solo. It's like, no, this is a terrible release. Gaming Greats, I believe. So we got what's the name of this fucking game? Mission Vow and Kara Onasi from Knights of the Old Republic. Are these cool characters? I mean, you tell me. I don't fucking know. Gay Han Solo does not look cool. So that is a complete fail. And it's like, fuck no. And then this chick looks so lame too. It's like, fucking hell. Yeah. These releases did nothing for me. These releases are not it. I mean, the Clone Commanders, it's like, okay, it's hard to fuck this up. You really just got to put new ones out there. They're not even gonna hide the fact that they don't give you accessories. This one has a little bit more, not a lot of it, but not even painted. It's like, fuck hell, man. But this is just like, dude, I guess it's like more characters for like a Star Wars display, but this is like, why would you want this? This just looks like a creative character that somebody made. Like, let me just get a Han Solo body and like put a gay head sculpt on it and call him gay Han Solo. And then this chick, it's like, I guess for the body, maybe, maybe you could get some kit bashing, you pop those arms off. I don't know if that next fucking, you have to repaint that neck. But damn, yeah, this shit just looks like a generic Star Wars something. What's their story? Doesn't matter. It's Star Wars. Like, this is what I mean. This is what the fuck I mean. The more they put out, the worse it is. So this is something that I would like look at. Like, yo, we should dial it back. We should not show this off. We should not make it. Even the fans of this game don't want it. Like, and then we take a look at this chick, and I forgot her name, but this looks like a fucking Starbucks barista, bro. Like, what the fuck? And you got to be shitting me, man. The size of that fucking double-bladed lightsaber, get the fuck out of here. Like, god damn it. And this is what I mean. Like seeing this fucking Starbucks barista fucking I'm surprised her hair isn't blue and the lightsaber is in a different color. Like, Jesus Christ. But this is what I mean. Peak Sith design Darth Maul. What stood out from Darth Maul? His fucking lightsaber. Oh, let's dilute that. Let's give this barista from fucking Starbucks a bigger one, and we'll make it blue. This is ridiculous. This is just so bad. It's just like, just because she's a Jedi, don't make her cool. I don't even know if she is a Jedi. It's like, what the fuck? As far as I know, those are fucking dildos she's holding. It's like double bladed dildo. It's like, no, man. Like I said, you dilute Darth Maul, something so peak, something that you own that you're milking the fuck out of currently. The barista has the Pirates of Dark Water vibes, kind of. That sounds cooler than Star Wars, and I don't know what the fuck that is. They look as cool as the rest of the Star Wars figures. No. Not fair. There's some cool Star Wars figures out there, but I think for the most part, we have the cool ones. Like, we already have the cool shit. It's like, damn, how many times are you gonna make Darth Vader? How many times are you gonna make fucking Boba Fett? The cool ones are done. We're good. We don't need fucking Starbucks over here, And then you get into these fucking commandos from the Black Republic Commando. Is that the correct name? I don't fucking know. They have so many goddamn republics and so many fucking commandos. It's like, how many fucking designs for a commando are there? Because you got these and these. It's just like, what the fuck? And like I said, 10 years ago, I would have been like, whoa, this looks awesome. Fuck yeah, I'm buying like 4 of these. These look dope. I don't even give a fuck where they're from. They're Star Wars. They're commandos. Army built these dudes, no problem. Can we get 3 of these? Nah. It's like, dude, that Stormtrooper design has just been bastardized over and fucking over and over and over and over and over. It was cool with the clone design. The clones are all right, cool. This is like pre-Stormtrooper shit. All right, I get it. But it's just like those shits have been bastardized over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And it's like, God damn it, bro. We get it. There was a lot of fucking soldiers in the fucking Star Wars. But it's just too much, which takes me to the SDCC exclusive. And man, dude, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want this. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want this, man. And honestly, this should not even be an exclusive. It's like, this should not even be a fucking exclusive, man. This is just cool shit that should be available, and talking about Toys R Us. This is stuff that if Toys R Us is still around, you could walk in and buy, no problem. We were a proper country. We used to be. But, now everything's got to be behind a fucking paywall. And fortunately, this isn't so expensive, man, where I didn't see that. When I saw this, I said, all right, these fuckers are going to charge like 100, 120 bucks for this. So I don't know if I get it. I know I want it. But even that, it's like, man, I don't know. I have a couple of 501st still. But man, do I get them an ATRT? It's like, dude, this shit looks awesome. It looks awesome, but it's like I said, they cheap out so much and they rely on Photoshop. This shit has no effects, no blasting effects, no lasers coming out of that gun. It's like, it's as good as a fucking paperweight then, dude, honestly, to be quite honest. It's like they make the toys, but they forget the fact that they are fucking toys. It's like, they give you a fucking rock. Oh God. They give you a little piece of ledge where it's just like you can literally go outside and pick up dirt from the fucking ground and it'd be better than this accessory. It's like, who the fuck is designing these damn toys, man? It's like these fucking idiots. They think that their fucking work is so damn hard. They're literally just copying and pasting a fucking design that they didn't invent. They didn't create. These guys created this. These guys are like designing this stuff and engineering this stuff and making this. These fuckers had no creative input into this. All they did is obviously the engineering to the toy and make it functional, but no design input. So it's just like, okay, my creativeness needs to be how we can make this toy come to life. Well, let's put a fucking rock in front of it and it can stand on it. Fucking hell, man. Ah, dude. So pleasantly surprised that it's not costing me an arm and a leg to get kicked in the nuts. It's only $79.99. And I don't know, man. If I'm able to lock up one, I might consider it, but I think I would want at least two, kind of flanking my Anakin. That would be fucking awesome. But it is an exclusive. It might be a bitch to get. And then you're talking 160 for something that, it's kind of high for something that is pretty freaking awesome. But like I said, it lacks a lot. It lacks a lot. Even when they were kind of like showing it on the table, it looked kind of cheap. It's like, damn, this shit looks kind of like it doesn't, not really much. Like I can't really say that it's much. Like the hinges are pretty simple to kind of just like construct this thing, So it's just like, it's just crazy to see that these motherfuckers charge this shit for this, for a body that's been reused to hell and back, just giving us a different head sculpt on it. That rock is a nothing burger. Those guns, those pieces of gum, but no blast effects, nothing. It's like, dude, that's just such a turn off. And like I said, it turns me off because then you see the photography and it's just like, whoa, this shit looks all kinds of crazy. Like this looks dope. But then you slowly realize that doesn't come with a toy. That's not nothing. This could be AI generated image for all I care. Like that to me is just lame. I hate that. I really hate that. I know it's not just because it's a HasLab, it doesn't have to have any effects. It's like, what the fuck? It should have something. I said that about their fucking vintage collection aircraft and shit. I said this shit has no blast effects, but it has all these like swivels on the turrets and shit. You can point the guns in every direction. Doesn't shoot anything. That's like, that's just, to me, is just so ridiculous. And I know Transformers fans call it out with their Transformers and stuff. It's like these shits used to have blast effects. You piece of shit took them away. But it's like, how easy would it be for these guys to tool up just a few blast effects and include them every time they put out a figure? Like how many of these motherfuckers carry blasters? None of them shoot anything. Nothing. It's just like it's just laziness to me, and it's like I said, I see that and it makes me not want to get it. As cool as it is, it's like I felt like the set last year was just way more fire. I had to get that Obi-Wan Anakin set. It was just way more thought out. It had more accessories. It had fucking platforms you could stand that shit on fire. The hand effects, the hands, the actual hands that it came with the figures, the faces looked incredible. This just looks like reused slop with a new fucking toy that I don't know, doesn't look that impressive, honestly, because it doesn't have much to it. It's like, whatever. I just literally just saw this. Talked about this for a good minute. And it's just like, so you see this, and it's just like, okay, just because it's Star Wars, it's better. Nah, fuck no. So I don't know, man. That's just my take on it. I thought the reveals overall were, half decent. I can't completely shit on them. These guys look pretty cool enough, but for $30 a pop, nah, hell no, you can miss me with that. These, I don't even know who the fuck these guys are. Old Republic Trooper, Republic Commando. It's like, where the fuck did these guys come out in? I don't even know. Who do they fight? Who are they hunting? Don't know. Don't care. A fucking Starbucks over here, and then gay Han Solo with his fucking blue alien wife. It's dude. It's like so bad. These are so bad. And so it's like, no, I'm not getting this fucking what the fuck is this? She's got like little rat tails all over her fucking hair and shit. Oh, that's so bad. So yeah, they can miss me with this shit, man. Probably not pre-ordering any of this stuff, and maybe that SEC exclusive, like I said, if it's available, readily available and stuff, maybe if I can get two, I'll think about it. I think two would just kind of elevate it more because, like I said, doesn't come with shit, but it would be cool to kind of get like some little flanking poses around your Anakin shit, kind of storming the battlefield. That would look awesome. So I wait to see that. And then yeah, all these right here, I'm good on all of them. I know these guys. I know somewhat a little bit of them. They're not even really that popular either. No. And then just to close out, man, we got to close out with the Legion's Con exclusive Merlin from Four Horsemen. And I gotta say, man, for reuse, this looks pretty cool, man. Like actual Merlin wizard. this looks pretty awesome, man. It's just kind of sucks that you get the Legion's Con exclusive, you get the swappable parts, kind of make this dude a demon. Shit does look cool, but oh man, a rock, damn, that's like a bag of bones for a Rancor. Sad. I think the bag of bones are better than that fucking rock 8, to be quite honest, but that's just me, man. But another exclusive, not to SDCC, but this Legion's Con exclusive Merlin, I guess is going up for pre-order soon also, or maybe around the time of that con. But like I was just saying, to get these demon swappable parts, got to be attending that con or paying those eBay prices. But for me, I'd be pretty happy just getting like the stock Merlin, especially if it comes with this head sculpt and stuff. This one looks cool too, but at the same time, it just like I just shit talk Todd and stuff for the lack of advancement on this shit. I just shit talk Black Series for the lack of advancement on this shit. This looks like a and it almost looks like every fucking Mythic Legions out there. It just looks like a custom Mythic Legions, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get CJ as a website cape, and I feel like this staff, get this shit, popping from some other figure. Throw a book around this motherfucker and there, that's it. You got Merlin. You got your own version of Merlin, so it's not really like that standout of a piece. It's like, you tell me this is Merlin, it's like, okay, I guess so. I believe you. It looks like a cool wizard to me. I care less if it's Merlin or not. It looks cool enough, but it just, like I said, it just screams Mythic Legions. So unless you're really collector of that line, to me, it just doesn't look that great of a figure. Then we got King Arthur over here too. Oh, midget King Arthur. It's like, I don't know. Like I said, it just looks like a stocky King Arthur Mythic Legion custom, which isn't a bad thing. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look cheap, but it looks too much like a Mythic Legion. It's like, damn, when your shit has not advanced that much, these big ass heads, it's like, fuck, bro. So it's, I feel like eventually you do need to see some kind of more design change over time. And then yeah, the Legion's Con exclusive comes with this, I guess, extra head sculpt to plop on a knight body. And then you got this knight. It's like, okay, all right. This one I wouldn't give a fuck if I didn't get the exclusive. And even the Merlin, it's like, even that demon form that he has, it just looks like a kit badge demon. Like, let me put these red fucking wings on and this head sculpt and these hooves, and I'm there, baby. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. This shit, they're hurting after that Red Sonja debacle. Like I would say. But yeah, it's I guess, yeah, going in for pre-order around the time of the con. And fuck, when the fuck is Legion's Con? Isn't that at the end of the year? This is like a really crazy time to reveal this. It's like not anytime soon. So I guess they just want to get ahead of the game. It's like, we're showing SDCC stuff. Now let's talk about November, October. Skip the Mythics and run down some Savage Crucible. Yeah, man. That Savage Crucible shit looks crazy. I gotta get my hands on that Elric of Melnibone, because that figure looks awesome. That shit does look good. I'm stupid. I didn't pre-order that one on their site, so I hope I can lock up a pre-order. I think I have one on BBTS though. So I gotta check if I do. But if I see that pop up somewhere else, I might just swoop in, because that shit looks hot. I saw somebody posing the fuck out of that. I forgot who it was, but I was like, damn, this shit looks like it moves way crazy. And it's just like, you almost kind of mistake them for moving like a Mythic Legion. It's like, whoa, no, these guys are not doing that. And for them to be using that new plastic on their joints, I think it's like PVK or some shit like that. I forgot what the name of the actual shit was called, but yeah, from what I understand, those are like those sexy eyes joints. And it's like, yeah, that shit feels way better, bro. Way more buttery smooth, but like just that firm, not loose consistency. It feels great. But yo, guys, that's all the action figure toy news I have for the evening. Fuck, 2-hour show. I was all right, cool. It's not too much toy news. We got good amount of time up here. Yeah, glad to have been able to do the episode. I like the Saturday slot, man. I like the Saturday slot, so maybe I kind of pivot into this slot permanently. I like the weekend slot just in general, but I don't know. Sometimes I do gotta kind of run and gun this shit, man. So sometimes you might see it on Wednesday. It all just depends. Sometimes I just don't have time, like busy with other stuff. So yeah, just catch me whenever you catch me, guys. It'll be episode 82. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to do it Saturday again next week. And then yeah, see if I could just stay consistent with that, because probably gonna be having like Sundays off soon. soon enough. Not tomorrow. I work tomorrow like a fucking sucker that I am. But yeah, coming up soon. And then I think when's Mother's Day? That's next week, right? So I don't know if I have time to do it next week, guys. I lied. I fucking lied, all right? But yo, we'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see when's a good time. Maybe I do have just enough time to sneak up here and shit. But yo, guys, thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, appreciate you guys catch the show live, you guys catch the replays and stuff. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. So thank you, man. And like I always sign off, man. You guys keep collecting, keep buying dope stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace out, guys. Later.